We're live. Are we live? We are live. And this might be for the playback because I don't think anybody expected us to be doing a live stream at this time. Nobody's awake. No one's here. No one knew I was doing this. So, therefore, nobody is even stopping by. Everybody's probably sleeping. Crazy boy. Oh, it's been a while. What up, crazy boy? There we go. How's my sound, crazy boy? If my sound is good, press 1. If my sound is bad, press 2. If my sound is okay but could be better, press 3. Now, good, 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 good. Let me type in here. Not type in, but let me show that we have cooperation. Thanks for helping out, crazy boy. What have I been up to? Well, here's the thing. Hold on. What have I been up to? Is this even going to show up? Forgive me if I'm a bit rusty. It's been a while since I've done any live streaming, and therefore my game is a little rusty. It's a little rough around the edges. It's not as polished as it was when I left. You feel me? I've been dealing with life, lots of life. Had a heart to heart with some family members who were making terrible, terrible choices. Then I reflected upon myself and had a heart to heart with myself for making my terrible choices. uh, the name change, right? So, how about the name change? I'm very into self reflection now, very into meditation, transcendental meditation, you know, looking out at the universe and then back into myself, right? So, no exterior. I don't look outwards for solutions to my problems anymore. I look inwards. That is why the channel's name has changed. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Did this motherfucker change the name of the channel to trip people so that they can say N word? No. Why would you think such a thing? It's all about looking inward. All right? Morena Reyes, how's it been? How's everything? Let's move on to the latest developments, right? So, I work with a print shop now. That's why you guys are seeing me less and less online. You're seeing me less on social media. You're seeing me less on live streams. You're seeing me less on YouTube in general. That's about to change because I've come back and I've started to do tutorials, mainly hand drawn stuff, but I'm going to be doing digital stuff as well. And I will be posting that up tutorials for the artistically inclined and even stuff that's kind of like shiny for those of you who are, you know, distracted by shiny objects, as humans are prone to do, right? Now, I'm back on the market in terms of a freelance designer or freelance artist. Normally, I just do logos and graphic design, and I leave the artwork to the people who actually draw. But now, Usually, if I have like something to do that has to do with drawing, what I will do is I will hire somebody who draws, and then I will do the digital part, and they will do the drawing. But now I'm on the market as an artist, and so I am their competitor now. What can I say? Nigga trying to get that paper. Haiti. A lot of things been happening to my place of birth and my people. The president getting canceled, the permanently, the earthquake that we couldn't afford, and now a border crisis out in Texas. You know what? Let me see about turning. I can't turn down the sensitivity on the microphone. Therefore, you will hear me breathing and you will hear my mouth come together when I form words, consonants, and sometimes even vowels, right? So it's not that I'm overweight or I'm fat, as a failed boxer opined on in another live stream. Okay? Texas, the border crisis. Well, I don't cover this sort of thing on my channel anymore. Heavy social issues, I just won't do it. I simply won't do it. It's too much. And I think you guys have a lot of stuff. You know what? I mean, look, there's a lot of stuff going on, and you guys face it every day. You don't need to see it when you come here, do you? Right? Morena, you like dirt, yo. Shots fired, right? You like dirt. No, I mean the thing is, you know, it's really stupid. It's a stupid thing to say. It's no one. So he said this on the live stream, and no one called him out. You know what this reminds me of? Okay, I once worked at the Gap, and let me actually put something back here so you guys just don't see. Let me remove this and let us go to this right here, which is kind of funny. I thought of this because it's funny. Before the social media craze, whenever we saw this, when you saw the hashtag symbol, what we now know as hashtag, what did you guys think of it as? It's pound, right? And then I saw a meme like, yeah, that's pound. But anyhow, the the idea that you can tune your ears to someone speaking and you can tell if they're fat or not, it reminds me of when I worked at the Gap. Okay, there was this girl, let's call her Alice, right? There was this girl who worked there, and one of the things she used to do, this is a lowbrow individual, okay? And this was, you know what? Sexual harassment in the workplace was already a thing. It was a thing, but it didn't pick up steam like we have now with hashtag Me Too. So Alice is in the break room. She's a supervisor of all things. She's a supervisor or a manager, something high up. And Alice is fixated, fascinated, obsessed with junk size. I don't mean junk as in, stuff you find at a scrapyard. Junk, like men, right? And so she's sitting at the break room, and I'm passing by the water cooler. Yes, they actually had one. It's you the thing where you're like, oh, water cooler, metaphorically. No, they actually had one. And I'm walking by, going to the water cooler, and Alice is sitting there with all her other friends, and they have a list. Now, you may want to ask what this list comprises of. My English fails me today. You may want to ask yourself what's on the list, right? They're charting sizes of penises from biggest to smallest based on what Alice has heard while standing outside the bathroom door. Alice seems to have thought that she can guess the size of a man's penis by standing outside of the door and hearing how loudly the splash of urine hits the surface of the water in the bowl. She I mean, one would think the girl was writing some sort of thesis on it. She was dedicated to, like, she was sure that this was the case. This reminds me of this boxer who thinks that he can tell how fat I am by whether or not I smack my lips when I talk. It's really it's so beyond fucktarded. You can't even you know what I mean, right? When I saw them do this, I asked Alice, there are many reasons why you hear a certain level of water hit the surface of the toilet bowl. Have you heard of narrow urethras? So the guy may have a huge junk, biggest you've ever seen, but a narrow urethra, right? That's a condition. And it's not even such a condition that, someone's sick. It's just, something that happens. Maybe someone just has a weak stream, poor diet, right? Eats too much fried foods, therefore has a weak stream, right? All these different things, all these different things can contribute to you hearing a weak stream outside the bathroom door. And someone may have a tiny junk and a relatively big urethra in there, and you hear the biggest you ever heard, right? And again, depending on his diet, you'll hear what you hear. Her answer was, well, I had your name on the big dick side, but now I'm gonna have to throw you on the small one because you kind of championing for small dick niggas like you have one. All right, Alice. Wallow in ignorance, Alice. This is the intellectual caliber that we're dealing with people like this boxer who believes that he can tell if I'm fat or not based on have I ever been out of breath when I speak? You hear me breathing? Well, I have a good microphone. I'm not going to turn the camera on to show you the microphone, but I have a good one. Was that supposed to be a Southern accent, crazy boy? No, it wasn't. It was supposed to be a low brow. I have I have deep respect for Southern people, so that was not a Southern accent at all. It was a lowbrow person. The several workplaces, it's like these people come in types. Several workplaces that I've been unfortunate enough to have worked, I've met people who sound just like that. Well, you was on the big dick size because I heard you out the bathroom, but she literally told me this. Like, okay, so instead of paying attention to what you're supposed to be doing on the showroom floor, right? Why don't you go out on the floor and find out if the boot cuts if the boot cut jeans are well stacked? Why don't you do that, Alex? Why don't you go check out the flare wall? See if the kids' flare wall, and that's the other thing. We were next to, because people don't know this, but Old Navy, Gap, and Banana Republic are under one umbrella. So a lot of times you'll have the Gap and you'll have Old Navy next door and Banana Republic next door. Things may have changed, but at that time, that's how that was. So there was a kids section right next door, and the walls were not really thick. People can overhear her speaking about like that kind of stuff, and kids are coming in there trying out clothing, right? So anyhow, that was kind of sidetracked. Apologize for that, but latest developments. I work in a sign shop now. What else? I can't believe I went on this tangent about people making bad bad judgment calls about other people, right? What else? What else? What else? What else has been going on? Let me see. I had a note here about the border crisis. Okay, the border crisis. Who's familiar with what's going on at the border crisis? The border, I think Texas, right? Haitians are at the border in heavy numbers. Now, the thing is, I could actually say something about how Afghanistan people, Afghans, I was going to say Afghanistani, like Pakistani, but it's Afghans, right? Uh, It's very funny how Afghans, by the way, Tucker Carlson says Afghans are white. And we all know Tucker Carlson believes in white genocide. He's all but said it. And I'm not a huge fan of, hold on one second. Oh, Rad is here. Rad, did I give you a link to come on? Let me see. Make sure. See, the thing about the white genocide idea is, hold on, Rad. There you go. The thing about the white genocide idea is that there's some validity to it because I've looked at the numbers and I've seen that white, Caucasian or white, whatever you want to call them, that population's numbers are dwindling, and if I'm not misreading the statistics and the data, I think that the oh boy, coon music, cue in the coon music right now. All right, if I'm not misinterpreting the data, then when you got people with tiki torches and Old Navy shorts walking up to Charlottesville yelling, "You will not replace us." If the statistics are right, those guys are correct. People are trying to wipe them out. Somebody's trying to wipe them out, whether it's lizard people, because I'm a big conspiracy theorist. Let me slip on the what do you call it, the aluminum kufi hat, right? I lost my train of thought again. It's been a while, people. I'm a little rusty. All right, where was I? Yeah, the Afghans. So if that's true, then an influx of Afghan people will definitely help them out and keep the white population from becoming endangered. Because you know what, people don't understand that it doesn't take much to become an endangered species or an endangered group. They're not a different species, we're all human, but like an endangered group, it doesn't take much. All it needs is a slight change in the numbers, and like, it may not be the case that you can have more births than there are deaths in your group. So like, people, granny died, there's no new baby to replace her, right? And a year's passed, 2 years passed, whatever, and another person died, no babies yeah, you're going downhill. So if anyone wants to discuss that, we could discuss that as well. But what I did want to say is that it's really funny that we have Afghans, and Tucker Carlson and the rest of them said, well, they're technically white people. And they couldn't pack them on those airplanes fast enough to get them here, right? And I'm not familiar with the number of Afghans were who got airbussed here, on those cargo planes, right? But if you have Haitian people at the borders, right? They're getting on a cargo plane, all right, but they're getting on a cargo plane to go back the way they came. So I found that funny. I found that funny. All right. Be that as it may, I'm a border guy. I'm a big border guy. Okay. And if this were any other circumstance, I would say those Haitians, my people, my own people, I would say that they should go back. They should get on a plane and be sent back. Right? But the situation being what it is, to go back to what? Right? People keep messing with their country. They fucking with their country. It's not my country anymore. Like I'm a proud American, but so it's their country now. But people keep fucking with their country. How many embargoes, right? How many companies are trying to stake claim to that land and all that stuff? How many times have we meddled? Not just us, but like the UK, France, etc., have meddled in their elections. Look how we look how angry we were. Look how mad we were that at the very idea that someone would meddle in our elections, right? I'd be the first guy with a M4 in his hand to go fight Russia if I found out that they actually not only declared war by messing with our elections, but did other stuff like what's that woman's name? Maria Butina, right? That they got whole spies sitting out here. So basically, Russia, no longer Soviet, but wink wink, actually probably still are, right? Russia's got agents over here. That's another digression. Told you I'm rusty. I'm rusty, right? Rad, give me a bit of yeah, no doubt, no problem. It's another digression. But you know what? There are people here who are trying to hop on. Let me actually put the link in the section here. Where is where's my section? Yeah. So stop messing with those people, man. Haitians, I mean, I come from that stock, all right? Damn it, man. Listen, since I've been here, grew up here, you know, I'll tell you this for free. Every single Haitian I know, they're either registered nurses, engineers, construction, experts, real estate moguls, doctors, lawyers. When people don't mess with us and kind of stymie our progress, we do fantastically. We do great. So just stop messing with those people, man. Stop messing with the homeland Haitians. And then when they had those guys with the bullwhips, they were on horses. These motherfuckers were straight up on horses with bullwhips. Y'all can't tell me that that shit wasn't, on purpose. You mean to tell me these motherfuckers came out with Indiana Jones bullwhips like on the strength, like nobody told them to do that shit? Stop playing games, man. These people came out with bullwhips. Aside from the fact that Shivo 2121 was probably fapping off to it, let's talk about imagery. Imagery that the world is seeing. We as Americans, again, I'm a proud American, we as Americans are on the stage that the world is watching. The world's not watching the Swedes. I mean, who the fuck cares what Sven is up to? Or Glenn? or Frigga? Who the fuck cares what they're up to? Up there in Norway, Norse. The world's not watching France. The world's watching the US. The world's watching the US. The Olympics, nobody gave a fuck. I'm sure France won something. I'm sure France won something. But it's all about who won on the American side and who lost on the American side, right? Give me a minute. So it's not only I'm not the only one who's rusty. Apparently, problems to what uh I'm having similar problems to what Rad was facing yesterday. So you guys will have to bear with me. What have you guys been up to? I mean, I do need to get to the main audio. What's up? They kept saying that the rains. What's up with the audio, Morena? Morena, is my audio bad? You know if my audio's bad. Whoever's still here, type two if it's good. Right. So, as far as the border goes, I'm very very pro border. Oh, voices coming in and out. Oh boy. All right, hold on. kicked off my own segment. So that's the kind of stream it's gonna be. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Let me get a one if you can hear me. Let me get a two if you cannot. Let me get a three if you can hear me, but it's awful. What's a go old? That was a go old Haitian audio. Yeah. We don't. I don't know the fighter complex. That you and I don't basically exist on the same frequency with humor. Good old Haitian audio. Okay, got it. So the first comment you wrote like you speak. The second comment you wrote for the rest of us. Got it. But yeah, Rad, what's going on, bro?
Yo, what's going on? I don't know what the hell just
Yeah,
happened. You good? I thought you got
yeah,
assassinated.
man. Like, no, the assassins missed today, man.
Oh,
They
okay.
missed today. But hold on,
They got the
Cornell Brown.
microphone
I
though,
see you
right?
still get some same old audio errors. Yeah, they got yeah. He'll know it.
They got the
But
microphone. Okay.
but what do you think? Because this is kind of like I mean, it kind of came out in a rant, but it's kind of a topic, right? Do
hmm
you believe in white genocide? Oh, you do?
Um, I I see what they're saying, but in the same time, I disagree with it because um, we're we're not purposely doing anything to the white community. They're doing it to themselves. The low birth rates, yeah,
Well,
that's something to be concerned about if you're them. Obviously not as a Latin person, especially a black person. We're not concerned on our rates are in the positives. you know um
yeah,
uh,
especially yeah,
yeah. So I don't necessarily, I see what they're saying, but we have to keep it real. This is something that they've been worried about since the beginning. Ever since the inception of this country, they've been lumping other non-white people into the white box because they don't want to see their numbers dwindle down. But in reality, they've known the truth. But again, this is all race based. You know, Race is a social construct. So humans, as a civilization, as human beings, that we're not dying off like that. But if we want to be, we want to go into the nuances of certain things and talk about racial genocide. We're not doing anything to them. They're doing it to themselves. And if that's how the cookie crumbles, that's how the cookie crumbles. I got nothing to do with that.
yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, again, I don't believe in it, and two, oh boy, the cool music's gonna start. But I think that we all go through these problems, right?
Okay.
We all enact violence upon one another, right? You kill where you live,
Yeah.
so black on black crime, white on white crime, that sort of thing. I
Yeah.
mean, look what's but it looks like their birth rates are dwindling, and Tucker Carlson said, that the Afghans are technically white, which they are. I've seen blonde haired, blue eyed Afghans.
Yeah, that
Um,
doesn't mean
I
all
mean,
of them are white, but I
mm,
understand. I understand the point.
yeah. So I mean, if their birth rates are really dwindling, I think it's good that they're taking in the Afghans, because if they mix with Afghans, then who on the surface of them look Caucasian, maybe they're the same group, and they can prevent themselves from dying out.
So
Whatever. If
so
that's true, I
can
don't even know if the
so can
thing's
we
true, man.
say so
Mm.
can we say white folks are the reason why 9/11 happened?
Look at that.
I
Well, I mean, I got,
you you threw me the pitch. All I gotta do is hit it. So
uh, um, I mean, I guess if logically speaking, that's sound reasoning. That's sound reasoning.
so the
Uh,
whole the whole
but
9/11
that's if you
was just
believe that
white
stuff.
on
I
white
don't even
crime.
believe it. Uh, but yeah, it was white on white crime.
Well,
Yeah.
shit. There you go. Well, there
Well, I
you
mean,
go.
let's not kid ourselves. World War II, that was white on white crime, like a motherfucker,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
White folks. You mean to tell me white folks with bed sheets and sandals showed other white folks how to really do it? Okay. All right. Okay.
Yo, I put the link in the chat for those who want to come in. For those who feel like letting on, like I ain't really in the mood tonight for that shit.
Yeah.
Or this morning, it's about to be this morning in a minute because I've been, I've been in a mood, man. I've been in a mood, and
Oh yeah.
here's the thing. Okay, the main topic is, let me try to get this here so that we can get to it. This segment is a little bit less formal. It's a little bit less formal than
Yeah.
I'm used to doing. Like you see, I didn't even have a video entry, right? It's not that it's
Yeah.
gone. The shit is here. It's just, I'm kind of chilled out right now. But
Yeah.
um yeah. Now the thing is, one of the things that's been beating us down as nerds is it seems like we're getting hit on all sides of everything by the mainstream. And the thing is, with nerds, we are the canaries in the coal mine, just like black people are canary in the coal mine socially. Um, Geeks are the canaries in the coal mine in terms of what's going to happen in media. And they're fucking with all of our hobbies. And if they start fucking with everything we enjoy, and then you're looking over there as in the normie section, you're normies, and you're looking over and you're like, you know what? Ha ha ha, sucks for you, geek. What do you think they're gonna do when they're coming for your shit? Because um
Yeah.
the title
I
of this stream, which is the main topic, is what will it take for, I mean, geeks, hobbyists, independent creators, and the general public, aka normies, what will it take for us to abandon mainstream media? All right. Netflix doing a show called Cuties where they had, what is, 12-year-olds twerking. That didn't do it, right? That
Yeah.
7-year-old boy showing up on Good Morning America, strip teasing. And then there were video clips online of him strip teasing for gay men at grown gay men at bars in Soho. That didn't do it.
Yeah.
What's the other one where they're actually teaching kids how to masturbate in school? That didn't do it. What's it gonna take? Because we have something here with James Bond now. They're going back into all the James Bond catalogs
Oh, don't
with
tell.
the
Wait, wait.
hashtag Me Too.
Don't tell me. Don't tell
Find
me. Don't tell me they're trying to make James Bond black. Don't tell me that.
well, they've been trying to do that, and Idris Elba's been telling them to stop suggesting it
Wait, wait. What are
because
they
it's
trying
been
to do with
hurting his
James Bond?
career. Every time he's got like a movie coming out, and then Idris Elba kept on getting suggested as the next James Bond, and he could pull it off. I believe in him, but the thing is, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like when people are suggesting that because he'll usually have a movie coming out and then people say that shit and then it sweeps online, and instead of talking about his movie, these people are talking about whether or not he'll be the next James Bond, which they'll never let him be the next James Bond.
But
James
what are they
Bond
trying to
is a
what they
very
trying to do?
specific
What they trying to do with James Bond now?
Well, now they're going back into all James Bond's catalog. Remember the character Pussy Galore? She's on screen right now. Um, you see the exchange, hashtag Me Too. They're trying to hashtag Me Too James Bond, a fictional character. They're saying
Really?
that most of the women, yeah, they're saying that most of the women that James Bond slept with, they could not meaningfully consent. That's what they're saying. They're saying, like, for example, there's one case I agree with. There was an actual sex slave that he slept with, and not Quantum of Solace. Gentlemen, welcome to the panel. Let me just stop to welcome Roy Chess and Cornell Brown, and
Hey,
welcome
what's
to
up?
the panel, gentlemen. Yeah, what up?
Thank you for allowing
But
us.
yeah,
Thank you for having me.
oh Jesus, that voice. That's like that dude in Halo. But yeah, when 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 these people went and they looked through the catalog, they somehow missed the actual only case where James Bond could have been accused of YouTube's gonna mess me up if I say this, of assault, that kind of assault. It was in Skyfall. There was a woman called Severine who was working for the bad guy, and she was a literal sex slave, and
Ah,
she
you
had
just gave him more ammo, guys. Ah,
no, but the thing is, these people are so their argument is so weak that even with this ammo, they can't let it fly. Even with this ammo,
but
because
wasn't
it,
wasn't
well,
that wasn't that like somewhat of a comedy trope that was always used in in James Bond type of secret agent type of movies? Is always that the you know the secret agent is so good that women just so they can't help
yeah, can't
themselves but
resist them.
fall in love.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
like a
that's
non-realistic comedy trope. So they're really taking this to that
yeah, they're taking
extreme.
it
You know
there.
what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, they're taking it there. That's where they're taking it, and once they start doing that with our things again, we're the canary in the coal mine. The coal mine. I said mind for no reason. We're the canary in the coal mine. If they start doing that with us, they're just gonna steamroll their way all the way to you, all the way to you. Look at how what was that guy, Brett Kavanaugh? Some of you still believe that he actually did it, that he raped Christine Bradford, whatever her name is, right? But there's no proof of it except for like anecdotal evidence, people, you know, with unreliable
And that's
statements.
all I need. That's all I need. No, let me stop.
Dude, you know, some people still believe it though. One lady unironically had told me, and she was crying too, and they didn't believe her. Did you just because she cried? What? You know what? Fuck it. There are people who will always be gullible. So, a person who's perhaps like trained by someone who sends them out there, whether it's a handler or a lawyer or whatever, and then they give you some tears. How about the evidence? How about reliable logic or reasoning or anything like that? No, tears. And speaking and the other interviews that Christine took part in, her voice was normal. And then when she came upon that board, she turned into a 14-year-old girl, right? All of that's manipulation. And if they're starting with hobbies and all these different things, they're gonna come to you. They already started with, again, like the Brett Kavanaugh thing. Who else? Remember the Aziz Ansari?
Yeah.
Yeah. A bad date, and then all of a sudden, he can't perform anymore. Hold on, Morena
Yep.
says. Let me see what Morena says. Okay, but that is now. They were still doing this like 20 years ago, and still why not and not before is Afghanis. Okay, this is from the previous topic. We kind of moved on, but we can get back to it with the Afghanis. What's your Roy Chess? That was you, right? Who made the comment? What did you mean about the Afghani people?
Well, yes, I was just saying that they weren't considered white before. So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so
All of a
now
sudden they're
now they're
considered white.
yeah,
I mean,
so it's suspect. And I think that most of the darker skinned Afghanis know it. It's not correct. The more wealthy Afghanis will embrace it because they do
yeah.
look white, but the darker skinned ones won't.
Mm.
So they you can't put all of them in the white category. Definitely not. Because I know some Afghanis personally, and they one of them is darker than me. So
Well, they do that to Latin folks, and there's some black ass Latin people that they put in the white category. So I don't see why they
Mm.
wouldn't do that to Afghans.
Well, I mean, I would say that some dark ass Latin people put themselves in the white category.
No,
I'll
no,
say,
no, no. When no, no, no. When it
yeah,
comes
guys.
to that box, for the most part, Latin people don't even touch it. They just leave it alone. Other institutions like police, like the justice system, the judicial system, the medical system, they make sure they fill that white box off. And there's been
Yeah.
plenty of people who said it. So when it comes to that, they could be dark as hell. Once they see that Rodriguez last name, Gonzalez Lopez, they're
Mm.
putting you down in that white box. So like I said, if they do it to us, I don't think it's not that far a stretch of the imagination why they wouldn't do it to Afghans.
I mean, but it's
Mm.
just suspect though. You know, like you're getting privileges that you didn't get before all of a sudden. So they
All of
should
a
be
sudden,
careful. Yeah.
Well,
well,
uh, it's
I,
just it's just being labeled white. You're not really getting privileges because let's be honest.
No, even if they were to give you stuff, are you gonna have to pay it back? You know, that's what I would be worried about. You know, because
Mm.
they're doing
well,
stuff
what do they
for a
have to pay
reason.
back?
No, I'm just
It's not.
saying.
It's
I'm
not
just
like it's
saying.
money. Oh, good,
No,
yeah,
no, I'm just saying. Like if somebody's doing extra nice things to you when they weren't doing it before,
yeah.
there's an investment there. That's what I'm trying to say
I,
is that you know
huh.
if I'm giving you a free lunch now and I never offered you free lunch before, it's because
Before,
maybe
yeah, that's suspect.
I'm gonna
That's
get a
suspect.
benefit out of it. And if are you gonna
Mm.
have to are you gonna owe me a favor after I give you a favor? You know what I mean? Like now you're under me,
Uh, yeah.
You gonna have
right?
to hashtag me too. It's
Right,
gonna be a
right.
hashtag me too payment.
I brought you in, bro. I brought you in, so now you gotta return the favor. So
Oh, nasty. But what is whiteness though? Because I'm not even sure. See, people tend to
what about
think
color?
that no,
I'm
but
not
here's
just
the
focusing
thing.
on color. I'm just
Blonde
focusing
hair.
on that. You know.
Okay. No, no, no. But when I mean like whiteness, I wasn't directly speaking to you. I was
Oh,
speaking in general in terms of the topic. What is whiteness? Because people glom onto it like it's a solid thing. Whiteness, blackness, or whatever, right? Um, there are a lot of people of other races with blonde hair and blue eyes, right? I've seen Pakistani like that. Okay.
well, there was a mix
So
though
mixed with what?
with white. I mean, there are there. It goes
No,
back to.
no. I mean
It
native
goes back to.
Pakistani.
No, it goes back to genetics. Like the term, like we go through this all the time. The term race was a biological term, and people are still making the mistake of thinking phenotype was always there. Phenotype
Mm,
didn't come into existence until 1909. You can look it up. So
okay.
the race taxonomy was invented in like the 1700s. So there was no such thing as phenotype. So it was a genotype. So the difference between the biologists then in the 1700s to the 1900s, the 1900th guy invented the distinction between genotype and phenotype. So that's why the talking point with most people, especially Latin people and the Hebrew Israelite type of people, they focus on phenotype. They don't understand that phenotype didn't exist when the race taxonomy was invented.
Yeah, but I mean, whether it existed at that time or not, it's here now, and we just have to
Right,
contend with it.
right, but it wasn't the
You're
main
something.
point. It wasn't the main point. It wasn't just skin color.
See,
It had to do
Morena's
with,
correct.
with,
Look,
with
look at
certain
this.
certain traits.
Look, Morena's correct. We don't care. Follow the protocol now in this country. It's so obvious. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
No, but
Like,
that's appearance. That's going by a phenotype, which is not
yeah, but
correct.
that's only you saying this. Everyone else is going by a different model.
No, everybody else is going by phenotype because they don't
Okay,
know the history.
right. So what will that serve you? That you know the history, but everyone else is going by a different model. You get what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I get that, but at least understand the concept correctly. Because the word phenotype didn't exist while slaves were on the plantation picking cotton.
Okay, I
It was
get
a
it.
biological, it was a gene that they look for, like blonde hair, blue eyes, specifically go to white people.
Right, but
Male
like
pattern baldness specifically goes to white males. Now, if you have that Bozo the Clown type of balding, that means you are definitely mixed. If you're different,
I don't know about all that. I've seen
yeah, it
plenty of
is.
really dark African people
No,
who
they
have
don't
male
have.
baldness.
They are mixed. They are mixed. There are
This
genes
guy.
that are associated with race. That's why they classified it like that. That's what I'm telling you. People just don't want to hear it. There are genes that are classified as that particular race. Blue eyes. No other race has blue eyes.
Black people got blue
Sure,
eyes.
sure,
Yeah, if they're mixed, originally
No,
sure,
they don't.
Red Chess.
If
no,
Sure,
out
Red
if they
Chess.
don't, if
outside. No, there's
no,
been
those are mixed, bro. That's
no,
like me
bro. There's
saying
been
I'm African.
there've been pure Africans with blue
That's like me
eyes,
saying I'm pure African. That's bull.
Okay, look,
dude. There's
Roy
been
Chess.
pure Africans with blue
Roy
eyes.
Chess.
No,
Roy
they're
Chess. How
mixed.
about the green eyes and blue eyes found in the people in what do you call those Canary not Canary Islands
North Sentinel Island.
North Cent no, no, not even North Sentinel. Those are the guys who filled that white boy with arrows when he came too close. Um, the other island, the ones who sing those beautiful songs, and they're all like harmonizing all the time and
Oh,
shit.
Dominican Republic.
No, not Dominican Republic.
Uh,
I'm
That
trying
sounds
to
like
look for a
Hawaii or
name.
something. It's
They
not
they
the
look
Philippines.
yeah, these people were saying like they're not black, they're Asian. They look black to me. They look like a
the
whole bunch of
Mongol,
black people. The who? No, not
the
Mongol.
Mongoloids.
No, not Mongoloids. And don't you don't
Oh,
say
the
that on
Mongol.
this
Okay.
platform. We
Oh,
don't say these kinds of words on this platform, sir.
okay. I'm
It's a
sorry. I didn't know.
Mongoloid. What the fuck is that? Stop. We're not using these Blumenbachian era terms all up in this bitch. What's the word? It's. Oh
Oh, I thought
boy.
you meant Mongolian or something.
Yeah, no, no. He didn't even say he didn't say Mongol. He said Mongoloid.
Okay, okay.
Dude,
But
really said
either
Mongoloid.
way, they were mixed with blue green eyes, right?
Yeah, this race of people. Let me just look it up.
Yeah,
Use
but
the
how
Google.
can you be sure? How could you be sure they're not mixed
Mixed with fucking what?
with white?
Mixed with white people. So
Yes,
basically these people. So white people came through on the island, fucked a whole bunch of them, and then left.
yes. That's how they got the trait.
We
That's
don't
how
get
they
the
got the gene.
fuck.
That's how they got the gene.
No, well,
No,
isn't blue and green eye a genetic mutation based on just randomness of genes? So you don't really need a white person to develop such eyes.
yeah, I mean you going
Bro,
deep
you're not
into
gonna
it. I'm
find
going with
Asians.
common
You're
sense.
not
Like
gonna
this
find
dude is
Asians
telling me that
with
white
blue
people came.
eyes, man.
Oh,
You're
hold
not
on,
gonna
hold on.
find Africans with blue eyes.
This dude's telling me that white people came through on this island full of what looks to me to be black people, and then fucked a bunch of them and left. Now the thing is, these are ancient people. All right, these are they still live the tribal lifestyle. When did white people find the time to come through and fuck a bunch of them like
Bro,
that? That it makes no sense.
there's pretty much white people everywhere, man. What are you talking about? There's
Yeah,
very
I
few
think.
places.
That's a blanket statement. That
There's
doesn't
very
mean
few
anything.
places.
You didn't qualify with anything.
No,
Like
there's
I
very
said,
few
those people.
places where whites are not in charge. That's why they travel,
I,
so they
I,
could take
I
things.
just told this nigga that these people are ancient people. Like they're old as fuck. Hold on, hold up. Let me. I'm trying to find it. You guys can speak amongst
Is
yourselves.
somebody in the
I'm looking
back?
for the name. Um, Oh,
I mean, that
I'm
still
not
doesn't.
even checking that. I'm on Google. I'm looking for the thing. You guys speak amongst yourself. I'm looking for the
Oh,
name of
okay.
the group.
I mean, that still doesn't disqualify white people getting to them.
No, I think the Roy Choice's point is, Roy Choice, are you saying that certain classified races have greater chances of having certain genetics, or
Well, certain
the,
traits go to the gene of the race. Like I said, male pattern baldness was used to be taught in school like that. That's how I know about it. That particular, like the Bozo the Clown type of baldness, that mainly is found in white people. Now you find it in other races because they've been mixed. That's why you have it. You have
Yeah,
tons of generations of Asian people without that. There's tons of African men without that.
Yo, can y'all hear me better?
yeah,
I
Yeah,
can
I
we
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Okay.
We've been
I
hearing
just
you.
yeah, this new iPhone update apparently isolates my voice. So I just wanted to know if y'all could hear me better.
This nigga
Yeah,
flexing
my bad.
about his iPhone, yo.
Yo, my fault, my bad, guy. My fault.
He's like this new iPhone. I ain't even looking because I'm going through Google. I imagine this nigga turned his camera on to show that shit. He does the whole Vanna White showing what this new iPhone comes with. Oh, let me see what this is. Melanesian. What the hell? How did I not? Melanesians. So Melanesians with blonde hair. Roy Chess. Melanesians, blonde hair, blue eyed, green eyed, red hair. A bunch of white people came through, fuck that island, and then left. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, that's how they got the
Did
gene.
I get kicked off my own stream again?
No,
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 we
we can
heard
hear you.
you.
The Melanesians. Okay, got it. Like
yes, yes.
yeah. So
That's
Melanesians.
how
It's
they got
okay.
the gene. That's how they
Sure,
got the
sure,
gene.
Roy. All right, but like
That's how
I'll
they
just
got the.
have to.
You can't
I pick my
disqualify it.
battles, man.
Okay, I mean you can't disqualify it either.
That doesn't mean I can't. That's not how logic works. Just because I can't disqualify something does not mean that it's a positive. Just because I
No,
can't
no, I didn't say that.
negate it
I didn't
doesn't
say
mean
that.
it's a positive.
No, because you said the same thing about me, right? You're saying that you doubt that white people got to them, right? You're saying that you doubt it the same way I doubt yours, right?
Yeah, but white people getting to them. That's like this guy's making my brain hurt tonight. Look, these are an ancient people who have settled in that place since I mean shit. Because here's the thing, right? You heard of the genetic mutation SL24A5C or some shit like that? It's
Mm,
the mutation that's responsible for Caucasian skin. All right, that mutation is fairly recent in the human family. Let me look for the
No,
actual
it's
designation, so I'm
found
not
that
speaking out of
mutation
term here.
is found that mutation is found in the Bible, and it said the devil had it. So just wanted to let y'all know that.
Hey, yo, this thing is so good. I don't- Ah. Yo, by the way, people, white supremacists, I'd imagine it's white supremacists. They came through on my channel and they flagged a whole bunch of my shit. And they
As they
oh,
usually
someone
do.
was in the background. Oh, give me a second. I'm back on the
Hey, what's up, comic? Hey, I'm
what
good.
can
You're
I do
alive.
for you?
I'm glad you're alive.
Ah,
Yo, you went. Listen. I'm gonna be 20 seconds. I'm not gonna take up all your time. Um, it's interesting. You was gone for like 2 months, right? And you come back, and then within like the first 5 minutes, the first thing you want to do is talk about me. And I haven't spoken about you anything, and you've been gone for like two
That
months.
that's not that sounds well, it could be that the subject came up because I'm using my microphone and it's very interesting.
Yeah,
But not
but
everything's about
that's
you.
and then well, you did talk about me, and then
Because one could also say that how the hell do you know I even said anything about you?
you think like people
Oh,
don't have Instagram and people like don't
oh,
send
so
you
you
links?
got a network. So you got a network of people looking out for what Brotep
Oh,
says about Fighter Conflict 7. That
no, 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 no.
oh
Well,
god.
you do know like people like Moise, if that's how you pronounce his name. He would like send me on Instagram. He'll send me like video, like, hey, you should talk about this topic. He'll send people always hit me up from YouTube. I got a bunch of people that hit me up on YouTube on random stuff. Sometimes they say, oh, look, you should join this, or hey, they were talking about you here, or hey, they're looking for you. So,
Oh,
you
Jesus
know,
Christ, fighter, do you have anything to say about the topic?
no, no, no. I want to say
You are
that
not the
first,
topic.
and then
You're
you
not
called
the
me, and then
topic.
you called me a failed boxer. But then, if I'm a failed boxer, you're a failed comic artist. If that's the case,
Well, I'm actually doing comics and making money at it. I've been gone for
oh,
2 months doing
so
exactly
I'm
that.
not making
Have
money
you
off
been
of.
gone?
I'm not
Have you
making.
been gone
I'm not making
boxing?
money off of boxing. I'm not making money off of boxing.
Okay, then I stand corrected. Do you have any opinion on the topic?
Thank. All right.
Um,
Good night, obese guy.
all right, moving on.
That was an interesting
Moving
exchange.
on. Melanesians. Yeah, Jesus.
That's
Like,
funny.
if you're gonna watch me that close, like,
Fighter.
if you gonna
Oh,
watch
that's so
niggas that
funny.
close, what the fuck? But
Yeah.
Melanesians, you're gonna tell me, Roy Chess. Let me actually put this thing here. You're gonna tell me that they came through there. So when did they find time, Roy Chess, between like them migrating out of Africa? When they find time to get fucked by white people?
I don't know. All I know is the idea of race comes from the genes. Some certain genes were traced to certain races. That's why they came up with it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not invested in this like 100%. I'm just telling you the concept of the idea of race, why they came up
I
with
can
it.
tell you when they had time.
When they have time.
When the lizard people came in and showed them how to build pyramids.
You know what I'm saying? This dude. Hold on, Melanesia is a sub-region. Let me actually. I'm so rusty with this. I forgot to actually share the screen. Hold on. Uh, Ratty Dolezal.
I
Let me put
mean, come
Ratty
on, man.
Dolezal.
If you marry a woman, right, and she has a let's say you have a child, and the kid comes out with blonde hair and blue eyes, you're not going to question the paternity of it.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with?
Well, I mean, if it's possible for indigenous people to have, why would you question it then?
Yeah, but the example you're giving here is already predicated upon us granting that those traits belong to white people.
No, no.
Well,
If you're correct,
that's what's in question. So why are you
no, no,
using it to
no,
make
no,
your
no,
point? You
no,
can't
no,
be.
no, no. You're saying that it's possible for other races to have
Oh,
those traits, right? So let's assume
yo, this
you're
what
right and I'm wrong. So
yo
that means
the white people who fucked the Melanesians took rad, yo. Rad is he's gone. He took
why'd you
rad.
tell him the
Man, what
timeline? Why'd you
happened?
tell him the timeline? How did you know? How did you know?
But hold
I
on
mean,
one
so
second.
if we take the other assumption, right? If we take the
Well,
other assumption,
it's
it gets worse. It's far worse than if we accept that blonde hair and blue eyes belong to white people.
well. So, does
You know,
everybody here subscribe to people having descended from Africa?
Yes, I do.
So, I'm wondering. You could also use the notion that maybe those people had just been there for such a long amount of time, and I don't know, maybe the climate or something. They had to evolve into a different way. And, perhaps you could look at them and see, oh, okay, maybe this is where uh, some of these traits began to show up,
If you're
and then
talking
eventually,
evolution, then that would still go to white people because they left the area, right? Places like Poland, Iceland, those places have people with narrow noses, right? The Africans tend to have the wider noses. So the environment, if
there
you're
are
talking about
Africans with
the
narrow
environment,
noses, sir. East
yes,
Africans, Kenyans. There are many Kenyans with narrow noses, sir. Are they mixed with white people as well?
well, I'm not saying that. I'm not going that far, but I'm just saying if you're going to go with the
Solomon
evolutionary
Islands,
route,
melanated one was here, and he said Solomon Islands. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I interrupted you, guys.
no, no. If you're going to go the evolution route, it would still go towards in favor of white people than the Africans because they actually left the area and the environment if you're telling me the environment changed their genes or whatever, it would still apply to them
I
like the
never
laws.
said that. I just said
No,
that
no,
there are
the other guy
Kenyans
said, not you,
animals.
not you,
Oh,
not you, the other guy. I don't know his name.
here's the thing, right? I'm looking through Instagram. Do you know where I posted? I posted the links to this. Like I was even doing this. It's on a new account. My new Instagram is Broteption. Like Inception, but Broteption. So the only way, a fighter, are you subscribed to my channel? Which is fine. You could just say
I
you're
don't.
subscribed to my channel. That's how you found out I was doing a stream, bro.
I don't think you still do that.
Welcome back,
Like
Rad.
the egos.
What'd you tell him, Rad? What'd you tell him? Like I know
Yeah.
you
Oh,
talked
you don't
about
think?
us.
No.
You
Wifey
told us
called.
where
No, it
you
wasn't.
told
No, it
him where we
wasn't Rad.
were.
Hey,
No,
look,
he gave us
I
our
sent I
he
sent
gave
the
up
link
our
to like four
location.
people.
No. I'm
Yo,
talking about he got
listen.
captured. Like Rad was captured
Oh, you got
for a bit.
captured. You got.
He gave up intel.
Yo, you got. Yo, he
I let
What'd
talked,
you
I
bro.
let
tell him?
I let the evil white man know everything. I sold everybody out.
You were supposed to just give your
Yeah.
name and social security number, Rad. Nothing
I
else.
told him everything. I
Nothing
said
else.
Brotep is planning this. They're doing this.
They gonna get some messed up graphics. That's as much damage as I could do.
No, but
I
I
mean,
Like
think
that's.
I just
But
heard you say that you made it like a new Insta. I think Instagram, what they do is when you make a new one and it's associated with one account or whatever the case is,
Mhm.
it tells all the other people on your previous account that says that you might know this person. So
No. That's for like if you want to also follow them, right? But those people, unless they have contact with you, like they're not gonna know what you sent to some other friends, and those other friends they don't really rock with Fighter. The ones that I sent the link to,
yeah,
they don't rock with Fighter like that. It's fine, Fighter. Shit, you sub to the channel, and that's fine. And
mm,
this channel is tiny. Like my other channel is a little bit bigger. Not by much, but a little bit bigger. This channel is tiny. Just say you sub to a channel. It's the egos like I can't deal with. Like if you go on like his streams and you see how he deals with the public, it's all ego. It's all ego. Me. Just talk about the damn topic. Like he'll have a topic and invariably it will be because me, I'm the type of ain't nobody talking about you. Just talk about the topic. Shit.
yeah,
But I mean that's just my opinion though.
yeah.
And it's fine. It's fine if you sub, man. I'll probably resub to you. Like after you said what you said to a, a female friend of mine on here. Like I don't really fuck with you that much no more. But it looks like it might be water under the bridge at this point. I'll probably resub to your channel, homie. Like it ain't no biggie like that. Like it ain't gotta be like niggas need to fucking relax, man. It's too
Yeah.
there's too much there you know that shit going on out there right now, like a whole country just left another country and let a terrorist group become the government of that country. That's bigger shit than me
Oh
calling
shit!
you a failed
Word,
boxer.
Haitians took over DR.
Asians did take over DR.
No,
You
it's not.
know? You go getting that fucking arroz con pollo, fried arroz con pollo and shit.
That's it.
But
It's over. Yep.
yeah, because the thing is, there's shit out there that's bigger than us. I I was in the I'm partnered with a print shop now, and that's where when you see me upload videos of me drawing now, I'm at the print shop. I'm in front, of the shop drawing and shit. But the the fact that I mean, I was at the print shop and I don't know what came up, but I just burst into laughter. People thought I was crazy because I literally remember that big ass bomb went off in Beirut, and these fuckers tried to float out the idea that it was fireworks. Remember that was the first thing? Yeah, it must have been a warehouse full of fireworks. Have you lost your motherfucking minds? Like, is the public this stupid? You guys remember that big bomb that went off? That they tracked the movement of the bomb from cell phone to cell phone. You guys remember that shit?
In
Anybody
Beirut.
remember that shit? Yeah, it was Beirut, I think.
Oh,
It's a big.
that
It's
explosion in
big.
what was that? India?
No, it
You
wasn't
mean
India. It was
you
Beirut.
mean you mean California?
Yeah,
No, no, no.
right.
I'm not.
Or
Wait, wait,
fucking Chicago. Chicago's Beirut, nigga.
No, no, no. The reason why I say
wait.
that
Let
is
me see.
because they found a house. They said they found a house full of fireworks and and the bomb truck
Oh yeah.
exploded.
Okay. Brother
Yeah,
So
but
knowledge.
that's what I
look,
was thinking about.
no, that's one thing. And fireworks can, cause a big boom, but this was not no fireworks, man. And initially they said there must be fireworks, and then they tried to float out the idea when everyone said, "No, I don't know about all that, homie." And they were like, "No, actually, it was a storage full of chemicals." And yeah, that sounds more likely, Holmes. What sounds even more likely than fireworks. There ain't no fucking, but whatever. What sounds more likely than fireworks or the chemical thing is, somebody was weapon testing,
Yeah,
which we've all watched a whole lot of. I think also that the powers that be underestimate how willing we are to accept certain things now, right? So, you know, it's not like we're gonna do shit. Just admit it.
yeah.
Let
Listen,
me ask you something. Let me
we
ask you
all
something.
seen we
Didn't
all
they?
seen set it
Yeah,
off. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So no, let me let me
With
stop.
Queen Latifah. Shout out to Queen Latifah. She making moves. She's the equalizer now. You guys heard?
Yeah,
Which I mean, it's messed up because men seem to be getting their roles taken over by women and shit because they're making Robin Hood a girl now. With Margot Robbie.
man,
I mean, he's gonna die. Robin Hood's gonna die. Maid Marian's gonna take over the group and shit. But
man.
uh,
You know
yeah.
what that means. You know what that means.
What the fuck?
Before she kills somebody or whatever and take their stuff, she's gonna make them feel really guilty and nag them.
Wait, I'm sorry. What's going on with the Queen Latifah?
No, she's the Equalizer. Remember that show,
Oh,
The
you're talking.
Equalizer, with
Oh, okay,
with
okay.
the old British man who
Yep.
everybody thought was Michael Caine, but it wasn't. It's just that a lot of British actors at that time acted that same way. They had the same inflections and acted that same way. Um, but she's the Equalizer. Remember Denzel? I'm like, why couldn't you? Denzel probably asked for too much money, so it's probably his fault. I was like, I wouldn't mind seeing Denzel in a Equalizer series. Though the movies were straight. I like the movies, but
Mhm.
yeah, um, these people who are in charge, they underestimate how willing we are to accept certain things. Because you know what, France decided to come clean and say yes, aliens exist. Like with all this UFO shit, they said yeah, we have records going back to fucking Middle Ages and shit. Like the fucking
Really?
knights. Yeah, like you could look at the paintings. The paintings that got fucking UFOs in them. But there's some paintings like they were hiding and shit like that. It,
And they
it
confirmed
I
that
got a,
those
I got a, I got a
to
question
be
for y'all.
honest, mm, uh,
I got a question for y'all since you brought up this whole UFO thing. It to me it's unfathomable,
unfathomable.
unfathomable
unfathomable.
to actually think that we're the only ones, the only living beings around here. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, sure.
that would take a special
Now,
kind of stupid to think that.
yeah. Now I think I don't describe to any theories, but some of them are pretty interesting. Some of them are saying that aliens are reality. In reality, aliens are us, but in the future in an evolved form, and they're just coming back
Mm,
to either warn us about something or see our progression or help us out or whatever the case is, right? Either that or we are a alien experiment that they just keep on checking up on us, for whatever
yeah.
reason or whatever the case is, or we or the last one that I'm like, I don't know, but it could be possible that aliens are the first one to actually cross the Great Filter. For those who don't know, the Great
Yeah.
Filter means something that
Fourth
every living
dimensional thing.
civilization has to go through in order to
That's some scary
succeed. If
shit.
you don't go through
Mhm.
that, that's the reason why
Oh,
there's no
okay.
more living beings or whatever the case is. Anyway, so uh aliens were the first ones to do so, and they're contacting us in order to help us go through the or get through the Great
The Great
Filter.
Filter.
Yeah. So
So
those are the
basically,
three theories
they've
I
gone
heard
through it. They
about.
made it. Mm.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, but
Um. hmm. Okay, look. If they went through the filter, that means how far behind do you think the filter is from? Like, think of the timeline, right? Think of a ruler, 12-inch ruler, right? Let's say the Great Filter happened at inch 6, right? And those
Yeah.
aliens exist at inch 8, and we are at inch 1, right? Do you think the filter is at inch 6 or something like that? Like, how far do you think we are from the filter? Do you think
Maybe
that?
I to it's hard to fathom, but maybe we're a lot closer to the filter than we probably know. Probably the filter is at inch 6 and we're probably at inch
Yeah, and
4.
that's why they scared for us and shit. Oh fuck.
Maybe I don't know because
That's not some shit I needed to hear tonight, Rad.
but no, but the thing is what I'm saying is that every civilization due to the not the Drake equation, but every civilization, they go through their stages of stage one civilizations, two or three. We're not even at stage one yet.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? We're like literally zero
yeah.
zero point
Mhm.
something
Yeah,
to stage one.
0.5 or some shit.
Yeah,
Hmm.
something like that. So the fact that these these aliens could literally go and defy the laws of physics, and there is no propulsion um trail to actually detect when these crafts are going through the
Hmm.
sky, and they're literally
That's scary, bro.
they're going to other planets or whatever the case is. It's very hard to not think maybe there was a civilization that just got to stage 3. You know what I mean? Or something. Or because once you get there, I best believe that you probably beat the Great Filter at this point.
But uh one of the things that I wonder about, and I'm not strong enough in the science and the sciences to make it work, but the idea I have is this third density we operate in, like, oxygen, carbon and all this stuff, that we need propulsion to navigate through it, whether it's mechanical motion when you're walking, or jet exhaust from a rocket. Maybe that's just a plane, right? And like just right next door to that plane, all you got to do is make it to that plane, and everything's easy. So maybe the aliens figured that out, and they're just operating on that plane when um, that plane of existence when those crafts take
Well,
off.
if you and again, I'm not trying to go into to this whole thing, but if anybody ever heard of who Bob Lazar is,
No.
he was a engineer physicist in propulsion up in Area
Mm,
51 or whatever, and he gives detailed account of his experiences with some out of the world type of aircrafts, and he says the way they move in ways that no aerial machine could
mhm,
is by having and utilizing this element called, I believe I'm probably gonna mess it up, but element 115 or something like that, I think.
mm,
And he said this back in the 80s, right? So the government's been trying to crack down on him, silence him and stuff like that. So make him look like he was crazy. If he was so crazy, the government would have been spending money to try to silence him or whatever the case is, right? They raid his houses multiple times and all this other stuff.
mhm.
So anyway, fast forward from the 80s to now, um, there's been plenty of news reports since the 80s that he's been saying about, certain things that he saw. Scientists are actually either proving him right or discovering certain things. So recently, I believe in 2014, scientists with a particle accelerator discovered the new element, which is element 115, and
Yeah.
he theorizes that because the discovery of this new element, once they figure out how to actually hone it and utilize it and have it in a great quantity, that's when civilization as a human race will end up figuring out how to evolve with propulsion, how to go faster than, not the speed of light, but bend gravity at will, or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting.
The only
I'm
thing
surprised.
is, we're gonna find all that shit out and use it for war. That's gonna be that fucking filter. The exact shit they warned
Yeah,
us about.
I'm surprised you
yeah,
guys were staying in the 3 dimensions because usually that talk is like the fourth dimension. They bring in that
Mhm,
into the equation as well because in third
mhm.
dimension, nothing moves faster than the speed of light as far
Yep.
as solid objects or light. You can't be
yeah,
solid and then move faster than the speed of light.
yeah.
You
You
would have to
can't have.
be
I think what was it? You
you would
can't
have to
have
be light
great
itself or
mass
a
or,
wave. Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can't have
yeah.
any.
Like it.
You have to have zero, almost close to zero mass to
Hmm.
do it, unless you're in another dimension. That's a
Yep.
different story. So
That's a
you would have
different
to bring in
story.
that. But the
But,
problem
but then
is with those.
the element Rad brought up, that can exist here, so they can bypass the cage that we're in a prison
Yes,
right now, that third
that's
density
why we
prison.
can't detect them, right? So that would be one reason why we can't detect them, why they're light years ahead of us. But the problem is that if they have that technology, why would they be interested in us? Because most of the top physicist speakers that get asked that question, they all
Hmm.
think that we would be wiped out because like we're just ants to them. Like why would they be
Well,
interested?
Yeah,
well,
yeah, but that's
to be honest with you, let's be completely honest. If I have a civilization that I'm ruling over, right, and
Hmm.
I find life in another planet that is comparable to ants to me, why would I wipe it out? What I'll do is try to, go through a scientific approach and try to observe and see how far they
Hmm.
get. Once they get to a certain point that I might find them as a threat, either eliminate the threat or try to convince them and steer them in a different direction. You know, um, that to me, that's how it might work. I don't know. Maybe we think that extinction and war is something that we will do because that's our experience. Maybe these beings have evolved so beyond the past of physical war where that's irrelevant to them. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I don't know. I just don't know. But then again, there's other theories of the simulation theory, which fascinates the hell out of me. You know what I mean? So it's just there's a lot of things that kind of makes my brain kind of tick. You know what I mean?
One thing that scares the living daylights out of me is the idea. You guys are familiar with that, as above, so below, right? So, um, one idea that scares the life out of me is the idea that just like we use lesser animals, quote unquote, to find out more about ourselves, right? Rats and mice have similar circulatory systems to us in some ways. So we test out, products on them. They have similar, uh, what do you call it, epidermis to us. So we test out makeup on them. So what if we're so similar to this alien species that everything that's been going on here, this fucking coronavirus and all these different things, AIDS, right? Bubonic plague, maybe these things they were using it on a lesser animal than themselves so that they can find out how it will affect them. You get what I mean? so they can get products. So that's a thing that kind of scares me, that we might be experimented on, and like the entire human experience is probably an experiment. Let's see how far these people go and give them toys to play with and see how long it takes them to blow themselves up. All that stuff is scary.
Or maybe,
Mhm.
or maybe we're just in a computer simulation.
There's that as well.
Um,
Um,
Uh,
you know,
they did. They did.
being ran to see how human society evolved, in the past or whatever the case is. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It just,
yeah, like yeah,
it's just
future
a little,
humans. Yeah,
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 future
like it's a
humans
little,
are seeing. Yeah, they're trying to find out how we evolved to them, like
yeah,
because
it's a
they
little
lost
weird
track
because
of
it's
who
a
they were.
little weird. Like for example, right? Just a little weird, like how deja vu is.
Yeah,
On top of that, the Mandela effect. It's a
yeah.
little weird when you actually think about it. And then, have you guys ever thought about something in the future that you guys were really sure that you wanted? For example, I want to get with this person, or I want to actually get this, and you have either a plan or you just put it out in existence,
Hmm.
and it just comes to you because you were 100% sure. Like, it's like you hacking something. You know what I mean? It happened
Yeah.
to me plenty of times. So what I'm saying is, maybe, we might be, I'm not trying to go into this whole matrix thing, but maybe we might be in a simulation, in the matrix. You might
They
never
did the
know.
math. Yeah, they did the math, and the numbers came up scary that it's more likely that we are than we aren't. So it's
Yeah, what
more shit.
didn't
Yeah,
Elon Musk say, if you have turn into thing and then you throw a dart on it, or something like that. Like, it was something to that effect. But
yeah.
there's other things that, for example, the whole particle experiment with the slit in the middle and having two slits.
Hmm.
That that that's the type of thing that makes me go, whoa. You know what I
Yeah, there are a
mean?
lot.
We might
Yeah,
live in a simulation. You know what I'm
there,
saying? Oth-
there are a lot of
Other
stuff
th-
right now. I'm sorry, God.
other things like things that we're the only living thing that we're observing out here. It just doesn't add up.
Yeah, that
It
shit
just
don't add
it
up.
just doesn't add up. Like, everywhere we look, there's nothing living whatsoever, but we're the only ones here with it. Just doesn't add up. With a vast universe that we supposedly know so much about, it just doesn't add up. So it's just it raises a lot of questions. It's very interesting. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but he here's the thing. we we've seen, because they sent all the Keplers out there. I think Kepler 1, Kepler 2. No, no, no. Is it one Kepler? I think they sent a couple of Kepler telescopes out there. And they're seeing planets that are super Earths. So there's got to be something out there. It's just that we can't see them yet. You know, they're also saying that the moon Titan and other places may harbor life we just don't know. My my buddy here, melanated one, he's big on that stuff. He has all kinds of facts. He's in the chat, but I don't know if he's way busier than even me. Like he's probably doing graphic design as we speak. So I don't know if he's around, but um, he has seen a lot of this stuff. Hold on one second. Cross Comics says, "Do we really know that much about our universe?" No, that's the scary part. Cross Comics, we don't. We know frighteningly little. Frighteningly little.
Yeah.
It's only a few years ago we found out that 90% of the observable universe out there is invisible. So all the shit we've been watching out there, the stars, the darkness, all that stuff that we can actually see, is only like 10%.
Probably
and
less
on
than
top
that.
of that,
There's probably less than that, and there's a whole heap of shit under there.
On top of that, you're
right?
looking into
Oh,
the past because
and you're
it's
looking into the past because when
light
the light
years
gets
for that light to get here.
Jesus. So we know across comics, we know frighteningly little, and that stuff. You know what? I think that collectively as a human species, we focus on shit like the size of Kim Kardashian's ass as ways to cope with this shit.
Well,
You know what I mean?
actually,
Like
wait,
who?
wait a minute. Hold on. That's actually important now.
That is
That's actually
important.
important for important human civilization. Okay.
Yeah. Fucking
You
Amara La
mean to tell
Negra.
me you don't
It
want to go
does
to
she
Mars and terraform a form Mars with flat booties? No.
flat booties? Make a statue. Oh, that'll be see. Hypergamy, man. That brings up hypergamy. That women, because you know what, we could sit and talk about all this stuff, right? And then some girl sleeps with a with a Bezos, and then when he gets to Mars, first fucking statue he builds is not somebody who cured cancer. It's some girl with a fat ass that he met in some fucking cafe. Fucking hypergamy, man.
No.
That's
What I will say is with this whole talk about terraforming
oh, cross
Mars and
context.
stuff like
That was
that.
my point. Yeah, good
Yeah.
point, Cross.
I
Yeah, get it.
I I look forward to it. To be honest with
Oh,
you,
what
I
did you look forward to?
definitely look. I'm sorry. What?
What did you look forward to? The statue of
Terraforming Mars.
oh
Terraforming Mars. I look
hmm,
forward to it.
It's got to be. We could do better than that.
I
yeah,
want
we could do
listen.
better
I
than
want
Do
Mars,
to.
man.
better.
I
Go out.
want.
Go out of this
I
galaxy,
want
man. Why
society
stay
and
here?
technology to succeed to the point where they could literally take my brain and my consciousness and put into a robot and I be all right. You know what I mean? And I live
Yeah.
forever. You feel me?
Here's the thing, though, right? Um, it doesn't necessarily need to be robots anymore. Oh, melanated one is here. He said Prince couldn't stand the Kardashians. Seriously? Fun fact:
Yeah,
Prince couldn't stand the Kardashians.
he kicked Kim off stage once. He invited her on stage and then kicked her off.
Good.
What?
That you could go you could YouTube that.
That's actually kind of funny. Yo,
Oh no!
And he
fellas,
said like get your ass off stage too. He said that like
fellas,
for everybody to hear it.
it's been a pleasure. I'll listen to it.
Oh,
Outside of
you.
this, I got clothes already done drying.
All right, dude.
Peace, guys.
I
Peace.
read. Peace. Oh shit! Prince kicked her off stage.
Yeah, he invited her on stage and then he kicked her off.
Oh, rest in peace, bro. Rest in
So
peace,
he like
Prince.
I think he told her to turn around and like he spinned her around and like get your ass off stage.
Get your ass off the stage.
What?
And he had the mic in his everybody
Wait,
heard it, you know what I mean? It's not like he
is there
just said it
video?
for her. Yeah, it's on you could YouTube it.
Oh shit! I love this guy now.
You could YouTube it.
Terrell, what up, Terrell? Terrell, you know the links in the chat just in case. You know, did
Let
I?
me see.
I'm not sure. I'm really rusty, guys. I'm not even sure. I'm
If you
not even
pinned it,
sure I pinned. Yeah, pinned the.
You know, as far as I know, you
Really
didn't pin
rusty
it.
from the.
I can see it in there.
Hold on 1 second. But let me put that here. And how long has the stream been going on? We're not doing the all nighters anymore. Oh, it's only 1 hour 40 minutes. We're all right. We got to try to keep it under 3 hours because once you go over 3 hours, before you know it, the sun's coming up, and like you've been here talking all night. You know what I
Yeah.
Man,
mean? Like that yeah, that's a slippery slope. If it goes past 3 hours, you're done for. You're finished. Like you ain't going to sleep or nothing. Hold on, pen this message. All right, it's penned now. But yeah, the the thing about Mars, I'm not really a huge fan of Mars. It just seems like it looks dreary, right? And they said that we can probably even do a Dyson sphere. We don't need to. I don't know.
Yeah,
You
we
guys know
don't
what a
expect
Dyson
it.
sphere is, right?
you
I
talking
mean,
about
Nah.
like
Mars.
a gyroscope kind of
I,
a thing?
I Yeah, it looks like a gyroscope. I mean, it can have different shapes and stuff like that, but basically it's an artificial, living space out
Oh,
in the cosmos.
well, they
But
found a
yeah,
planet that's like 3 times or 4 times big as Earth, and it has like similar
yeah,
properties.
hmm
So imagine going there.
that's
Why would I want Mars? You
yeah,
know,
exactly.
like a
And
place where like a millionaire can have like a 1,000 acres. That's crazy. So big, the planet would be so big that like different millionaires can have thousands and thousands of acres instead of hundreds.
Well, the
yeah,
problem
but
with just with all that stuff
no,
is just
the
getting there
problem
right
is
now.
that we're still us. That's the problem. Because when you have that millionaire go out there, now he's gonna fuck with everything. He's gonna fuck with you. Like, I'm a millionaire. It doesn't really matter out here. Then it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Well,
you
it's
know,
probably gonna take a million years for him to mess it up if a planet is like 3 times big as Earth.
because well, not just mess up the planet, but he's gonna fuck up like the whole game, right? So he's out there and he's gonna want to fight with people. He's gonna want to like he can't have the whole planet by himself, right? So he's gonna have like maybe let's say he has a whole country. Now he's gonna want to do the thing that what's that guy who didn't kill himself did, where he started saving semen, his semen, and wanted to populate people
Hmm?
a whole island or some shit like that. So he's gonna want to do shit like this. Millionaire's gonna want to do stupid shit like that. And
Yeah.
then, like, that's the thing. You can have the best plans, but then you are still you. You're still a human being, and human beings suck, man. Like, it's the whole thing that happens with bunkers.
Your mic went out.
You still there?
I think they got him.
Man, got you too.
The aliens
The
got him.
biggest is going to eat up all the food, beat up everybody else. There's going to be knifings, stabbings, fighting, strangling. People
That should take a
are
while, man.
idiots, you
That should
know.
take a while
And
because
I'm
you
not
got
saying that wouldn't happen in
triple
the
the
presidential
space.
one too, but I think they have more order and that it would happen less probably. I don't know.
But you got more space. The states will be
On that
ridiculous.
planet,
Like,
you really
yeah,
think that's the problem, nigga? We got space here. You think this planet is overflow? Look, they said that if they got everybody like on the planet right now, they could all fit in Texas. So we got plenty of space here. We got plenty of food here, and then people are still starving because the humans are fucked up. Even on a small scale, I worked in a place called the Ponderosa. Do you know how much food we threw out every night? And then 4 blocks down, people are starving. The restaurateurs refuse to feed those
Man,
people. You know, restaurateur refused to feed those people. Didn't they try to pass a law out there? Bloomberg, fucked up ass, tried to pass a law over in Manhattan saying you can't feed the homeless, like you get fined or some shit like that. See, like
really?
I hate people, man.
mhm. I remember
I hate
something like
people.
that. Yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
if he pulled it off. I don't know if he pulled it off,
no,
but
I'm
I
pretty
heard
sure
something
people
like
still fed the homeless. Like they ain't nobody, no, ain't nobody listen to that. He looked like a turkey. Fuck that guy. Like he has the whole neck waddle and everything. Fuck him.
that.
Not
Oh,
to
come
make fun of
on,
people's
bro.
appearance.
Come on, yo.
Wow.
Look at this.
Okay. Nice. This is what we're doing tonight. That's what we're doing.
These dudes still show up.
Yeah.
Oh
For
my
no
god,
reason. Like,
man.
okay, let me ask you something. Let me ask Robert Ocampo.
Oh
This
man, I
stream,
know
and
this dude.
no, but here's the thing, Cornell. You know who that was. This was one of the. Give me a second. This was one of them.
Man, you
It's,
get
yeah, it's one of the Latinos who like hate black people, and they come on these streams. Now, here's the thing: we're not even talking about Latinos or anything. Is there anything dealing with Latinos here?
nope.
Unless you know what it is, it could also be our favorite boxer, who I was corrected tonight. He's not a
Probably.
failed boxer apparently. Um, maybe he's having fights somewhere and winning. So I don't know, right? Yeah. And then uh, just go do a stream of your own. Why come here and do this? See, now the whole thing is, he's betting on
Wait, what
that
the?
I can't. No, because the thing is, I can easily clip that out. There's a mechanism on here that I can go and trim that section. So you did that for nothing.
Oh, you mentioned Fighter. I didn't even know Fighter was still here.
No,
He's
see,
right
yeah, he's
there,
here. He's here. Yeah, that was him. Fighter, what are you doing?
bro. What?
What are you doing?
That was funny. You got these people. We got you got mods in the chat.
I'm not sure if these guys are still modded
Oh,
up. Let me
Terrell.
see if because I haven't been on here for a while, man. All right, people are still modded up, but the thing is, the name of him, he's still. I mean, he seems like somebody that was here before. His name sounds familiar, so they probably couldn't catch that, and that's fine. I can easily trim that out. It's easy. The YouTube allow. No, that wasn't you, fighter. Okay, fighter. Okay, fighter. Mel one says
Yeah.
that
What's
was gay as hell. Whoever posted it. How did he select? How did you select it? Did you have to go through? Yeah, right. How many? How many? Roberto. Don't. All my mods don't let Roberto out yet. I need to ask Roberto. How many of those did you rifle through before you found that one? Something to be said about somebody who would do that, right? Who would sit here and go through a selection and curate the right penis. Like, did you have some favorites? Did you narrow it down, Robert? Did you narrow it down to like five favorites?
Hey,
Like,
Terrell.
yeah.
The link is pinned.
Oh, the link is pinned, but I'll drop it again, Terrell, if you'd like. But fighter, it's okay to say you sub to this channel, bro. Well, I mean, it could mess up my channel, but here's the thing, fighter. I can easily trim that out. The YouTube algorithm, not the YouTube algorithm, the YouTube fucking. I'm at a loss for words tonight. Hold on. Oh, you are sub. That's how you saw the thing. Look, I had unsub to you. I gotta check to see if I'm still sub to you, right? But you could just say like you ain't have to come here with confidence. Niggas need to relax. Fighter, while we talking about like whether you're a field boxer or if I'm a field artist and all these different things, you understand that the Taliban just became an official government, right? I'd say shit like that is more important. I never thought I'd see the day, man, that like that would occur. Roberto Campos, that wasn't you. It wasn't your
Okay,
your
this is who it is.
fucking. Come on, man. Yo, Mel says relax your body. Yeah, relax, bro. Um, these people really. Let me actually take this off now because we have the trolls out of there. What the reason why I don't cover too much politics anymore is that everything I do here ends up on a geek site somewhere, right? And it's mostly white people,
Hey,
right?
Brotep, how are
And
you?
hey, what's going on, Terrell? Let me. I'm trying to take this down, but trying to take the placard down. Come on, brand. There we go. All right, cool. Boom. There we go. Yeah. The reason why I'm not, I think you guys will notice that I haven't been covering a lot of hot topics that have been coming up, right? I don't do that anymore because everyone else is covering it. That's one thing. And the other thing is, I can't help in that manner. You know who can help? People like, I don't know, Tariq Nasheed, Radical Latino, the Black Authority. They built their platform on socio-political controversy, and their money stream is based on that. My money stream is based on geekdom. So every time I cover some shit that talks badly about white people, I fuck with my money, and I see it in the sub count, and I can tell I can tell who unsubbed too, because I have that attachment on YouTube. I can tell who unsubbed. You know, and it's usually people who they don't want to keep seeing all this socio-political stuff, like people showing up saying like black people are retards who you know, retards adopted by white people. They don't want to hear that shit either. They don't want to hear that shit either, and they bounce, they unsub and they leave. So that's why I don't cover that kind of stuff anymore, you know. But we will be covering a lot of other stuff that deals with geekdom, and that may touch on some socio-political things, right? Because, for example, what was it? Who's played the video game Last of Us?
Me,
You,
I've seen some clips of it.
you
it
seen
was
some
a
clips
really
of it?
good game. I liked it.
The first one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the second one, they changed everything up. There's kind of like you guys know that meme. It's ma'am. You know that meme where the transgender individual showed up at
Yeah.
uh
What was it? A GameStop or something?
yeah,
Or
GameStop. Yeah, showed up at
okay.
GameStop. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Brain Cage is coming through. Brain Cage, where the hell you at? That you coming through at one in the morning. Maybe he's in LA. Um yeah. So there's a person like that in the video game, and he kills both of the people that you care about in part one, Joel and Ellie. Is it Ellie?
That's a little girl, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, I think so.
Ellie, right? Joel and Ellie. Uh,
Elliot, Ellie, something like
spoiler
that.
alert. Spoiler alert. She kills them both, right? Out of revenge because they killed, Joel and Ellie killed one of her, friends or family members or whatever during the first
Yeah.
video game, right? The first video game story. So now, and the thing is, it came out of nowhere, and it was supposed to be a thing where it's about inclusion. Everyone, like a whole bunch of people were gay in it. What? That's not how. That's not how human beings work. I'm gonna get in trouble for this if they fucking quote mine this fucking stream. When no, here's the thing, right? Whenever survival's at stake for human beings. Oh, Tank is here. What up, Tank?
What's up,
Tank
brother?
is here. Yeah. Whenever survival at stake for human beings, we switch things up and we hunker down and make things happen, right? So um oh, Melanated one played it, I guess. He's a big gamer, so he probably said that he said Joel and Ellie is correct. So most likely it's correct, yeah.
Yep,
Uh
he is.
yeah. When human beings survivals are at stake, we hunker down. So what happens is the reason why a lot of people in the third world have like five, six, seven, 8 kids is because the situation's dire. They don't know when next they'll eat. There's probably fucking warlords sending death squads to chop them to pieces, right? So they end up having, like, biologically, it's not like they planned this, but the the human body is an intelligent system apart from you. Despite what the fuck you choose to do, your gamete cells are like, hey, let's go fuck this girl, right? It's not you who decide, and she's like, hey, let's go fuck this guy. Your gamete cells have decided this so that they can what do you call it, reproduce more of you and more of her, right? So what's likely in an epidemic or pandemic of zombies, and the human population's low, there would be no gay people. Like, humanity would not produce gay people. We have an intelligence system. Like, this gay shit would go to the side, and it would come back when our population boom comes back. Like, when it's another boomer generation where it's a population boom, like after World War II. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's when that shit would return. You just wouldn't see any gay people. Like, people, like, they'd be born and they just wouldn't be gay, like, because you need to reproduce. It sounds like somebody disagrees. What are you saying? I could have sworn I heard someone clear their throat so they can start talking.
Oh no, I
Nope.
apologize.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, like I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just taking crazy pill, but it seems I think I think this guy Richard Myers said it too that we need another world war because people are. I don't know if you guys watch something called Twitch, not watch, but like if you're familiar with it. There's
Yeah.
yeah, there's a girl on there who's called a guy. There's a trans person on there who calls themselves a girl, and they hold on agreed, but I'd be a hell of a lot move forward with it. Hold on, I don't know, melanated one. I don't know what you're replying to, but yeah, part two you wouldn't touch with a 12-foot mop stick. Yeah, it looked really really bad. The gameplay might be okay. I don't know. It seemed like they did their job with the gameplay, but everything else about it seemed like a horrible playing experience. But
You play video games, bro? Tip?
oh yeah, man, I'm almost as big a gamer as Mel, melanated one, but like that's his kung fu, and then his secondary kung fu is like geekdom, like comics and stuff like that. My
Mhm.
primary geekdom is comics, and my secondary geekdom is games. So I'm like the inverse of him. So I play games, but it's been a while though. I think the last Call of Duty I played was Advanced Warfare. So they've had Infinite Warfare since I played. They had a whole bunch of Black Opses.
Oh
Um,
yes.
yeah. So the last one I played was Advanced Warfare, or probably even earlier than that. I remember watching a whole lot of Advanced Warfare so that I can, I'm an artist, so I can draw that stuff and be
Oh yes.
inspired by it. Yeah, but I'm not even sure now if I even played Advanced Warfare. But yeah, I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer.
You in your
Um,
40s?
I'm sorry. What?
100%.
I say you in your 40s, bro? Tip?
We're not giving out that kind of information on here.
No
I'll
doxing.
tell you private. I'll tell
Okay.
you private. Yeah,
Well,
uh,
good to have you back, though. You've been gone for like 2 months.
yeah. I mean,
For real. We
yeah.
missed you.
Like I
We
don't I
missed
don't
you.
give
Why didn't you call? I mean, oh my god.
What the?
like I'm not giving age. I'm not giving real like government name, and I'm not giving addresses. So when I said like a print shop, it could be anywhere in America. When I say um, my name's like Comic Ocalypse, Bob Stone, et cetera, et cetera. It could be anything. My name is, because especially the last 2 weeks, there's been a good number of swatting. There's been a good number of
Mm.
swatting.
Really?
And I don't put it past because the thing is, if you guys go through my videos, you'll see that some of them are missing. I know what's missing. You guys won't know what's missing. It's because these guys have come on here and they had a hard on because I went on Rads. I haven't been posting. I've been gone for like 2, 3 months. I've been out there getting it. I'm trying to get that paper. But I come back online. Rad's like, hey, we're doing a stream, but you want to come through? So I come through. I probably don't even get on the panel. I just say, what up, right? And I see somebody say something really stupid. So I answer them back. And I'm sarcastic, right? So I leave that alone. And then come to find out, like I go to my Gmail and it says, your videos, but this video has been taken down due to reporting of inappropriate content. This video has been taken down, reporting of inappropriate content. So these people have been going through my
Wow.
fucking repertoire, and like out of spite, because I burned them or I roasted them on Rad's videos. So I'm definitely not giving any personal information. Right. And the thing is, I could be in my 60s. That's not something like age is not something I'm ashamed of. And in terms of like living space, I could live in a fucking squalors. Right. That's not something I'm ashamed of either. It's just I'm not giving that info out. Johnny
What?
Mills says I'm sorry, God.
Well, I don't blame you because YouTube been kind of crazy lately, and you missed a lot while you were gone. And
Yeah.
earlier when you had that troll in your channel, that was probably most likely an MXBC member. They racist
Uh,
Mexican group that go on Hispanic channels and they be showing their private parts. They've been doing it a lot lately.
uh,
What?
well, I mean, no disrespect to my LGBT, peeps out there. This is no slight towards you, but niggas, if y'all gay, just say y'all gay. If y'all going on here showing dick pics, again, these aren't things you just pick at random because that dick was well curated. All right, that wasn't no random dick. He chose that out of a lineup of dicks. So if you're gonna dedicate that kind of time to look at another man's genitalia, something's up. Like you sus, nigga. Like just say you're gay, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're gay, you're gay, right? But these guys, they attack people, and they said Truth Teacher's gay. They said Terrell's gay. They called the motherfuckers called me gay. They said he reviews comics. That's gay, right? Sure.
Well, I'm not into any of that gay shit like kissing girls.
Right? It's like, yo, all that gay shit like kissing girls.
Yeah, I came on YouTube. I saw a lot of people that's kind of against gays, gaybophobia and all that. It's a lot of
Yeah.
that going on YouTube and these
Hmm.
streams. They always calling somebody gay or saying this
Yeah.
go on this and that on this person's channel. It's just
And you know
crazy.
what? And here's the thing that doesn't say anything about gay people. That says something about yo ass if you gonna do that shit. You gonna spend your time going hard at gay people, no pun intended, and choosing very well groomed, I guess, body parts, male body parts, so that you can post up on people's shit.
Man.
Yeah, that's a little sus. So just live your truth. Live
A
your truth.
little,
That
a
says a
little.
lot
That's a
more.
lot.
Yeah, that's a lot sus, right? Hold up. Mel says, homie was scrolling the lineup of cops.
Somebody needs to come out of the
Yeah.
closet.
Dude was doing that. What you call that shit on what's that dating app? You swipe right, so you
Oh
kept
yeah,
on swiping.
Tinder.
Huh?
And
Oh
there
shit!
is there is the
No
gay
pun
version
intended.
of
Tinder.
Grinder. Yeah.
Grinder. Oh, there's one called
Yeah,
Grinder.
yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard of that.
Grinder. That's for the
That's for
LGBTQ
hookups.
community.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's for,
It
okay.
was originally just for gay men, but everyone else wanted in too. So Grinder was like, I like money.
Yeah,
Oh, there you
exactly.
go.
And the thing is with stuff like Grinder, I had no idea how many straight women were into watching gay guys. So that's a
Dude,
thing.
Yowie's a thing.
Really?
Yeah, Yowie. That's
Oh man, I remember. That's how I found out about it was through women. Like, what the
yeah,
hell is this?
yeah. Well, I mean, you know what? We as straight men like watching, same sex women do their thing. So I mean, at
I
least
ain't
I
got no.
assume. I assume.
No, that's
Uh,
different. It's different.
that is
Right,
different.
just
That
that's
is
different. Yo, who's
nice.
MXBC CEO? I am not letting you on here, bro. Oh, well, I mean, he cammed up.
Who?
All right, MXBC.
Uh
Um,
oh.
MXBC, you promised to
MXBC.
hold on. Bob authenticated you. All right, whatever. I'll let you on.
Listen to your father and behave yourself.
Yo, what up, you
Right?
punk
What up,
ass nigger?
MXBC?
What up,
Uh,
you punk ass
oh, there
nigger?
we go.
Piece of shit.
Is that
Fuck
a
I
you,
dude?
knew
nigger.
it.
Fuck you, nigger.
But
Piece of
here's the
shit.
thing.
MXBC, big
Dude, I
MXBC,
can get
bruh.
rid of all that.
You a bitch nigger, bruh. Fuck blacks, bruh.
Dude,
The,
that
the
is
thing
like
is that
some
You
seriously
know,
weak trolling.
not only is
Like
that,
I'm
really,
hold
trying
that's
on.
just to.
Again, let me ask though. Hold on. And the thing is, he
yeah.
cammed up to like his face was there. Dude, these dudes don't understand. All right, I'm not
That was
going.
on his computer. That was on his computer already.
Yeah, that
He
was,
didn't have to
and
do
that
that.
was on his computer.
It's on his
That's
hard drive
downloaded.
already.
My God, I don't understand these guys, man.
You think that was
Hey,
his
and then
real face?
And that was
hold
probably
on.
a fake
Nah.
video
Oh, you,
too.
you oh you,
Yeah.
you guys saw his face too?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
saw
was
his
Yeah.
fake.
face. Yeah,
Yeah.
That
yeah, I
ain't
think
You
that
him.
was
guys saw his
fake.
face, right?
Yeah. That
No,
was
Mhm.
no,
fake. That
no,
was a fake video.
no. You mean the video of his face? That was fake.
Yeah, that was fake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because that clip transition was too good. That
Okay,
ain't happening. That's video after video.
okay.
Nice try though. I
Yeah,
mean, it was.
but yeah, it was smooth. I like
I
that.
give it
But
two
the whole
out of 10 for effort.
yeah, 2 out of 10 for effort. Yeah,
The
yeah.
part that kills
It's
me is like, do you have nothing better to do with your time than to
no, but
keep doing bull crap like that?
But why does he have a black
Something.
guy on his computer if he doesn't like blacks?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what
Uh,
that
He
was
must
oddly
like him a little bit.
specific.
He must like
Yo,
him a
that
little
was
bit.
yeah, that was oddly specific.
Like
That
at
was
least
very
show a white guy
specific,
at
bro.
least, bro.
Or even some like
Did,
random
did he
like
did he
race,
did
but
he
a black guy.
didn't he even use the F word? He dropped the F bomb, didn't he?
Yeah,
So
which was
he's talking about literally then. You know what I'm saying? He's
yeah,
talking about
little
Yeah,
literally.
yeah, yeah. I think there's a bit of projection. I think you're absolutely right.
He's talking about literally going that way with a
melanated
man.
one agreed with you, Roy Chess. Us watching, women like, go at it like it's totally different.
No, that's different.
Yeah, there's no Tavin slot in the girl on girl.
That one thing about these MXBC members, they even go to the other Hispanic channels to do this, the other racist channels. So they don't even like other Hispanics for some reason. I
No, they
don't know.
don't.
But their channel is mainly about talking shit and being racist. They spew the N word line and they do a massive amount of trolling. They
Yeah,
dedicate
yeah,
the channel to boxing and everything
just
else.
losers who just
well,
sit online and just
listen, the
doing the
one
same old
thing
stuff.
the one thing that I've learned from, I mean, these last 2 or 3 months of being offline and kind of like quarantined from these people, right? It was a breath of fresh air. And what I've learned is that to not to keep this online shit online, because some of my sarcasm that's on here, it started to leak out, and I came close a couple times to getting hemmed up out there. Like you, a lot of times you fucking with people, you don't know who you're fucking with, and then you just keep running your mouth, stuff like that, and you get a false sense of security because that's how you behave online. And shit like this tends to happen. It came this close.
I'll be back. I'll be back. Ricky. Ricky Tan. Get up, dog. Let's go. Come on. I've been looking for you everywhere. Let's go.
I'm busy at the moment.
Ricky, did you hear what I just said? I'm busy too now. Get on your feet. Get up. Get on your feet.
I know you. You are Lee's American friend, right?
No, I'm Lee's new muscle. And don't let this robe fool you. This is the only color they had left. Now I said get up. I ain't gonna say it again.
You Americans are so funny.
And you Asians don't hear that well. Little Ricky, get your little punk ass up out of that chair right now. I'm messing up my vacation. I told you to get up, didn't I?
Yeah, I was out there in the print shop, out there in the new location, and some dude came in there, and he was asking for something called unpredictable. It's a fashion line this nigga got. I'm about to post up a video of me drawing stuff with unpredictable in it, like the designs and stuff. And I was real sarcastic with him, and it came to that point. It was eerily similar to what was happening here with Chris Tucker, is it? Well, I kept on fucking with him, and I did not know, and it's until later, the guy who owns the print shop, I draw, he prints. The guy who owns the print shop, he was telling me, yeah, this is it's an actual click member. Like there's a set out here, and he's doing his thing for the set, or I don't know if he's affiliated or some shit like that. And I'm fucking with this gang member with a short temper, and I'm thinking this is online. Like when you just fuck with it, well, fuck you gonna do anyway. I'm just gonna roast you. No, 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 no. So it's a lot of the stuff I was learning out there where you got the boxer who came here earlier, just fucking with people. Come on their streams. Like, yeah, it's because you were talking about me. I got people told me if you say shit like that around here, like people told me that you would talk. Yeah, no, no, no. So that's what I've been learning, which is to keep this online shit online, right? And just like learn to cut out the sarcasm and speak plainly and genuinely to people, right? And it's been difficult because when I get online here, what's entertaining is how we interact like this. Where MXBC come up because I had jokes for him when he was on here. I was just gonna wait for him to settle in, and I had jokes for him, right? But then I gotta turn that off when actually I gotta get off and go to sleep because I gotta show up there tomorrow, and I gotta turn that shit off when I go there because I'll get fucked up. And it seems like a lot of people haven't learned that, and that's why, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's why you get shit like this with these MXBC guys. I don't even know if any of those guys have real life jobs. You know what I mean? Or if they do things, have an online gig or whatever. Hold on, who was saying something here? Cornell. Hold on,
But
hold
Brotep,
on.
you almost got hemmed up in real life.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I put on that video because that shit is funny, but yeah, like I was gonna get fucked. Look, my mouth. Look, oh god, it's more of these guys. Let me. You know what I'm gonna do here is give me a second. Let me actually get this up here.
Did they go back to troll college?
Yeah,
Try and bring something good?
Oh, man.
Yeah. See, we can look at this all day.
yeah. Hold on.
I really don't get the point.
Is this not
It's like,
coming on here? I have lag on here. Yeah, yeah. Terrell. It came close to. Now the thing is, I wasn't gonna go out like a pump. I'd throw some hands, but the whole thing is, the dude. It's. I'm swimming in his water. I'm new over there at that print shop. It's not my area. I'm there to work. I commute there. The guy lives there, and he's
I
got
just find it.
all his people there. No, he's not Hispanic. He's black, and he's got all his people there. So you know, even if I wanted to have like to square off with him, how? Let me add this guy here.
I just find it strange that that fight will almost break down. I say,
Yeah. Uh hey, this guy tried to troll. I put this up here to block what he's got to do, and then he left. All right. So
Aw,
these guys, yeah, that's a shame.
what is
so
wrong with these
sad.
people?
It looks like they got a hard on for me, and the thing is that's pretty gay. I don't know if they understand just how gay that is. That I'm on here with a
The
bunch of dudes.
hell?
There's there one girl up on this panel, and these motherfuckers are showing up here, giving us all this attention that we ain't asked for. If y'all don't realize how gay that is, I'm just letting you know up front how gay that is. Like
It's
go
free real
go,
estate.
yeah. Hold on one second. Who's this? See, they all showed up here, dude. You know when I expect for them to show up here is if I'm talking about like Hispanic stuff. You guys remember Rican Delphia? Does he
yeah,
still post? Does he still
Yeah.
post?
no, he been quiet lately.
Okay. His mom probably took away his online privileges and shit. But
I don't even know what that is.
it's this guy with a shaky voice. He's like, and if you
I'm
like,
guessing.
yeah,
Okay, so he's just like what's
yeah,
that other dude?
yeah. He
The
has
Rancho and
yeah. He's one of
those
them.
are
He's one of
clowns.
them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's like, if you blacks like Hispanics so much, but hold on, they look. Let me see. No,
Rican
said
Debbie
Seven
supposed to
from the
be grown,
University
but
for
he sound like
decades.
he
Rest in
immature,
peace.
like he's He like in his teens or early 20s.
He's
Oh,
probably
he's in
older
this
than that.
season there. Okay, no, I think he's probably older than that.
Yeah, he's
I,
he's
I
probably
think,
in his mid-20s at least.
yeah, I think what it is with Rican Delphia is that he's um damaged. A lot of these people are damaged, and I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying, like, a lot of these people are damaged in some way or other, like that kind of damage, right?
He grew up
And
in the streets, and that's probably
oh, in
why.
these mean streets, right? In the mean
Yeah,
streets of whoever the fuck
when you talk to him, you'll see immediately that he's from the streets.
he's
So
from the streets.
He uses a black man picture of on this avatar.
Yeah, he uses a picture of some Instagram dude, like a model. You guys know those Instagram models, those dudes who like they model urban gear and they have like very well trimmed beards, right? They got the beard oil and shit like that. So he uses something like that where these women love those guys, right? So he uses that as his avatar. And initially I thought it was him, and I was like, dude, you're on Instagram, you're an influencer. What are you wasting your time on here for, like trolling me, right? But then one of the female, I'm not gonna have them targeted by saying which female YouTuber told me, but one of the female YouTubers told me that no, that's not his real profile picture. He's he capping. Uh, I mean, he's not looking to date anybody, so he's not really catfishing, right? So catfishing wouldn't be the term, I don't think.
Yeah, he's supposed to be married. He said
Oh, he's married. Rican Delphi is married. Okay.
he's supposed to be, but I don't believe a lot of stuff he be saying. He clowns a lot on his channel.
yeah, I
Okay.
doubt it. I mean, it's possible, but I doubt it.
That's possible, but I
Yeah,
doubt it. No,
yeah.
but somebody like Rican Delphia, with his what do you call that? They've taken on the white supremacist talking points about staying keeping the race pure. All right. Why are you sleeping with our Hispanic women? I expect if I did a video challenging that or making fun of them, that they'd show up and do this. But I don't see why they'd show up now. Like, I'm not even talking about Hispanic anything, But
That's the crazy part.
Hank, Hank, let me ask you,
Yeah.
since I mean, I have to touch on this, at some point because I couldn't, being that the crowd that I have here is not really
Uh-huh.
the geekdom crowd. It's more the socio-political crowd, right? But
Right,
you're
right.
coming from the geekdom crowd. What do you think it will take? Because that's a topic for tonight. What do you this morning at this point? What do you think it will take for everyone to finally abandon all hope for the mainstream?
Oh,
Do you think? Let me give you some options here, like off the top of the head.
okay.
Several industries crashing. That's an option. Do you think it'll take that, and people will be like, you know what? Let me look elsewhere. Let me look into indies. Another thing is a movie finally going too far, because remember Netflix
Oh,
with cuties,
yeah.
and yeah, and they had those 12-year-olds twerking.
Oh
I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
my!
What?
for me,
Oh,
at
that's
that
stupid.
point, yeah, at that point, I canceled my Netflix. I still watch Netflix shows, but I find other ways. I surf the high seas, nigga. But
Word.
yeah, so
That's
I don't
Pirate
fuck with
Bay stuff.
Netflix. I don't give them. They don't get no money from me after that shit. Well, that cutie shit. But you know, that wasn't it. That was not the last straw. What else
Yeah.
could be the last straw? An
No, I
independent
I
creator.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
that sorry, I think what it's
Yeah.
really gonna honestly what it's gonna take is that uh as the investors and stockholders, they're not gonna stop with the stupid stuff that's coming out. They're just gonna let it collapse. They'll write it off as a tax write off, and then they're going to take all that infrastructure that's been Chapter 11, and they're going to roll it over into something stupid. So, in order to really get out to people, the indies have to reach the mainstream, and that takes advertising. That takes
Okay.
tens of thousands just to start, just to reach out and hit an audience. Um, yeah, like honestly, that's what's good because the quality is there. There's good stuff in the indies.
Yeah, in the Indies,
All the
yes.
good stuff's in the indies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Uh,
Well,
I
a
mean,
lot of
there's.
times mhm.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say there's a lot of people up that are up and coming that just they're not ready for prime time. But
Yeah,
that's easy to sift through. I mean, you can meet those people and all that stuff. They're really charming folks for the most part, and they're quite endearing, But um, as far as like the pro level stuff, there is product out there, and all they have to do is get an ad agency, and bam, because
yeah,
people are
but
thirsty.
Quick,
the problem that we're gonna have. You're familiar with Richard Meyer, okay?
Yes,
All right. So
and his
he
tortious
made
interference case.
yeah, and his
Yeah.
purchase insurance case, which he's a smart businessman. I
Hmm.
hope they gave him a good. I hope they broke him off some good bread for him to drop that lawsuit because he
Yeah.
dropped that shit cold and he hasn't said a word about it. So I'm seeing gag order. So that's why he doesn't bring up the lawsuit. I don't bring up the lawsuit, right? But he
Right.
did say something. He did say something very interesting about the future of all this stuff, which is these guys on the panel. They don't know what we're talking about. I'll catch them up on it after the comment. But they said that a good 5-10 years from now, these same people who are poisoning all these industries, who are making all these comic book characters gay, who are turning all the characters in the movies into women, right? Or gay
Right.
or white or black or whatever.
Right.
These same people who are saying that Comicsgate is a bunch of Nazis and you know Cyber Frog is a symbol of it's almost like Pepe the Frog or whatever. Those same people 10 years from now will be sitting in front of a desk in an interview wanting to get in and work on Cyber Frog, like the animated
Yeah,
series, whatever.
I
Yeah.
agree.
So that's a problem you're gonna have to contend with. And if we get the indie thing popping, what's to say that these same people ain't gonna just leak into that? So you're gonna have the same problem. You get what I'm
Well,
saying?
I mean, there's enough talent out there, and of course, when you're interviewing somebody to work with you on an endeavor on a project, you got to do the interview process.
Yeah.
You got to weed out the nasty ones, and luckily, those nasty ones out there, the vast majority of them, voted for welfare, so they can go get in line.
Yeah.
Head your ass down to the Social Security office. That's what I'm telling them. Kick bricks.
Kick rocks.
Mm,
But yeah,
bricks.
kick bricks.
Kick bricks.
A checklist, if you will. Melanated once said, on that same note, the industry is also switching their standards for what they will allow on their platform. Yep. A
Yeah.
checklist, if you will. Yep. Yeah, so a lot of you guys are up to snuff on what's going on, I guess. But I'm thinking guys like Cornell Brown and Roy Chess are not very familiar. You guys ever heard of Comicsgate? Roy Chess, Cornell Brown? They're probably asleep. It's real
Nope.
late. Oh, you got okay. It's how about Gamergate? You guys ever heard of Gamergate?
It sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah, these two things are kind of like consumer revolts. But if you were part of that consumer revolt, suddenly you're a Nazi. Suddenly you're a sexist. Suddenly you're a homophobe. You're anti-feminist, and all these different things. Because the mainstream, the people who are on that in that political sphere, they infiltrated the mainstream, and then they get to talk a whole bunch of crap about you. And so around 2014, whenever you saw, like, let's say you wanted to play, there's this game that came out with a clown with a flaming hairdo or some shit like that. And it's a
Pennywise or something.
car game.
Mhm.
Is it a card game?
It's a driving game. It's a driving game with missiles and shit. Your cars have missiles.
Twisted Metal.
The metal. All
Twisted
right.
Metal.
Yeah. So let's say you wanna find out what's new with Twisted Metal, how you get to this level, blah 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 blah. Blah. And so you log on to a game journalist site. Like, okay, maybe they reviewed it, da 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 da. As soon as you log on there, now the thing is, it's not it wouldn't affect you, Cornell and Roy Chess, but imagine you're white, right? So soon as you log on there, the articles you see is the white male is the easiest setting in video games and in life. Wait, that's not what I logged on here for. I came here to see to see what this game's about.
Right. Okay, so they're
Yeah,
putting
it's a
political
whole
stuff
bunch of shit like
into.
that. Yeah, they
Gotcha.
targeted. Yeah, they targeted white boys, and so white boys rose up, like, raised hell, right? And they said, look, if you're gonna be a journalist, at least have journalistic ethics. And there's a girl named Zoe Quinn who was going around. There's no classy way to say this. She was going around trading blowjobs for favorable reviews, right? And this was
Mhm.
common knowledge in their group that she would, she mastered the fucking ball cupping and all that shit, right? And she was trading blowjobs for favors, like, hey, can you put my game
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
some
my,
Hollywood stuff or
yeah,
something.
yeah, some Hollywood shit. But she was real proactive. She didn't even she brought her own casting couch to the room, right? So
Oh, okay.
she's yeah, that's her. So that girl, she became a figurehead in Gamergate, where people were like, "Look, she's sleeping with a good 15 people. That's a fucking that's that's an infestation. That's not even corruption anymore. Like you know you got people, and when she does this, she's also a feminist, and so she's got these powerful men, and she's getting them. Hold on one second. Who's this? You don't like what? HT? I don't know what that is. Um,
Haitians.
Haitians. Oh, okay. All right.
I'm about to block them.
Well, no, no. I mean, yeah, you could block them. Rolando, that's fine. You don't like Haitians. I'm sure Haitians don't particularly
These
like.
people come in here saying it like we care what they think or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, and that's the other thing. If they only knew how gay that is, and they're anti gay and stuff. But yeah, what was I saying here? I
Something
mean,
about
he did it.
the girl sleeping around.
Yeah, that girl was just, she was giving it out in favor for and in exchange for favors, and also to destroy her enemies. There's one email that she was caught saying, "I want his head on a fucking pike." I'm hoping metaphorically is how she meant it, but yeah, she was trying to get people fired from their own jobs in their own industries, and then she's on the outside of it, but she's giving blowjobs for favors, and people were coming through with those
Wow.
favors. That's why she asked to get fired, got fired. So the Gamergate people, they formed something called Gamergate, and they were like, "Look, we need ethics in journalism, especially in games journalism. So you need to get on that." Well, suddenly those people who asked for that shit, they became Nazis and whatever. They hate women and all these different things, and that's the story of Gamergate now. That they're a bunch of woman hating, MRAs and shit like that. You know, but now there's Comicsgate. The cancer has metastasized to the other organs in the body, and now there's Comicsgate because these same people, and Zoe Quinn writes comics now. Okay, so it's metastasized to the other organs. That's what we have to deal with, and that's the civil war that's going on in comics right now, and that's what my channel is usually about, like the civil war in comics and the state of comics and how to get your own comic company going despite all this stuff. That's what this channel should be about. But I also have socio-political stuff, which is you guys, where we talk about like what's going on with with Haiti and Dominican Republic and black people versus Puerto Ricans, et cetera, et cetera. I kind of went all around the world to explain that stuff because just in case you guys weren't aware of like the state of this channel and stuff like that. But
Hey, quick question for you.
no
Since you
problem.
mentioned the girl, like is her work quality or is it just trash?
No,
Like,
her work is horrendous. She made a she's a game dev, and I use that term provisionally and then the loosest sense of the word. And when I say loose, no pun intended, referring to her, right? She is the worst game dev ever. She's like she made a game called Depression Quest, right? And it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. You guys remember when we were growing up, we had like books, like you pick out of like you buy a book at a bookstore or whatever, and by the time you get to page 15, it asks you, what should Johnny do, right? Should Johnny pick up the rock? Should Johnny, you know, uh, 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 pick up the frog or whatever? Well, the game was like that. It's called Depression Quest. It was a choose your own adventure kind of thing, and any path you chose, you ended up depressed and near suicide. So that's the game she chose to produce, and nobody played it, right? And so it was gonna get shitty reviews until she slept around and got great reviews. And then people were on Steam and they're reading the reviews. They're like, "How's this game getting like whatever the point rating system is on Steam? Like, well, it's 5 stars and shit. How's this game getting like 5 stars?" Well, you know, in the background, Zoe Quinn is dusting her knees off. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the fuck happened. You know?
I was gonna say, like, if she has some worth, like some worth,
Oh
then I
no,
guess
no,
she could have
no,
some cocky.
no.
'Cause you make it sound like has a cocky attitude with it too.
Yeah, she has a cocky attitude, and
Oh Lord,
she's one
yes.
of she's one of the least talented people. You could ask
Oh
Tank; he's right
man,
here. You know
Oh,
about Zoe Quinn, Tank. She's
so
one of
she
no,
has
the
she
attitude.
yeah,
No, she,
arrogance
arrogant.
personified.
Yeah, hmm and,
oh,
and and also she's supposed to be punk rock. So one would think if you're punk rock, you're anti-establishment, right? But she was one of the first people to get a chip implanted inside her skin. Did you guys know that? She's a pioneer in that sense. She had one of those tracker chips. You know the mark of the beast 666. She had that shit in her skin.
for the
The stuff
company.
that they tried on dogs first. Hmm?
Yeah, for the
What'd you say,
company,
Rob?
Well,
for a company or what? For employment.
I'm not even sure for a company, but she had it. She had it implanted. Let me find out why she did it. Give me a second. You guys can
I
speak
mean,
amongst yourselves. I'm gonna look that shit up
Because I
right
know
now.
some
she
Why she
is a
had that shit?
bitch.
I know some places of employment
She
had
isn't.
I know some places of employment in Silicon Valley had that type of system where everything was based on that chip. That even if you go to the
Really?
cafeteria, you swipe your chip. No money. There's no cash at all.
So
Wow.
that really
Wow.
implant the
Wow.
chip
Wow.
into you.
Yeah, they put the chip in your wrist or something like that, and you just swipe everything. Even the soda
Yeah.
machine, the
Well,
vending machine,
Hmm.
going to the cafeteria. Nothing. There's no cash. I guess they don't want to
in,
get
in
robbed.
Silicon in
There's no
Silicon
cash.
Valley.
Yeah, yeah. There was this one company that they I don't know if they mandated it, but most of the employees had it, and I guess it
Yeah,
worked in a
but
in a in a story building, and they rent out the floors. So different places were doing it. Like the
it
cafeteria was in the
seems because I'm looking here. It seems like Zoe did this for kicks though, like to do it. Give me a second. Let me instead of telling tales out of school. Let me just put up the I'm gonna just put up the what we call receipts here.
Yeah,
Zoe.
it was basically just an overblown breakup between two people, and that's what
Two people,
you
yeah.
know. Yeah,
With her by her own admission. Wait. With her
yeah,
by her own admission being a rapist, because she said if someone cheats, she said if you're in a relationship and one party cheats and then doesn't tell the other party, right? If the party cheats, doesn't tell the other party, and then they end up sleeping together, that party's a rapist
what
because yeah, because the person being cheated on would have never agreed to sleep with the other person if they found out what that person did. So rape has occurred. She said this, and then she cheated on her boyfriend. That same boyfriend she
What?
told this to. She cheated on this dude with the joke was Five Guys burgers and fries because she cheated on this dude with five dudes in a row.
Wow. But
And yeah, they
how do
threw up.
they know?
There was a website. You ain't hear about that shit, Roy Chess?
No.
Five Guys burgers and fries. It went viral. Uh, uh, yeah. Because the thing is, they were like,
Somebody videoed
one of
it.
the memes was, I'm sorry, guy.
Nobody videotaped it, did they?
Well, this one sea
What?
captain was like sailing by, and he goes, "There she goes."
There she goes.
Like how would it get out? Like how like the guys told or they had evidence?
Um, the thing is, Aaron Joni, the boyfriend that blew up her spot. The thing is, I'm not even sure he wanted to blow up her spot and stuff like that, but he he put that stuff out there, and like emails with her admitting that she slept with those with those five guys and shit,
Wow.
and five very important dudes too. Like, um, one of the guys was, I think, one of the guys over at EA Sports and shit like that. She was sleeping. She was literally trying to sleep her way up.
But they dropped names and everything, or what? Or
Yeah,
no?
they dropped names. That's what I'm saying. Like it went viral with the name because they. I'm saying they. Look, man, I was part of the movement with Gamergate. We made fun of her ass and we called it Five Guys Burgers and Fries. And that shit,
Oh, those
that
guys
shit
got in
became
trouble
a
then, right?
meme. And Five Guys had a good burst of business that year, like 2014, because it swept all over YouTube and Twitter, and they're like, "Why is Five Guys trending?" Then like you see on Twitter, like, "Why's Five Guys trending?" Then you
You can
click
get
on Five Guys.
like you can like in this age, the companies go to social media and you can get fired for stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, and especially now.
I
You mean
also
like
heard
for
that.
letting it go? Mm. You got
I also heard that she likes to try out new sports one team at a time.
Oh my god. Man, it's crazy, man.
yes, dude, he roasted us.
But this was 2014.
Yeah, 2014, 2015. But I mean, by the time like 2015 rolled around, Gamergate was a dead deal. It was a done deal. It was a dead thing, dead meme.
Oh,
Uh, but
but she's still around.
because, well, here's the thing: Gamergate is a corpse. It should not have been. Here's how I'm explaining this here. Gamergate was a consumer revolt that should have sparked a whole new industry. If those people, I'm still mad at them too, and I should be mad at myself because I was part of them, and I should have tried harder to get them to become something like Comicsgate, right? Comicsgate started later as a consumer revolt, but now we're all making money. Like, somebody's got feedback going on here. We all making money. Half of the logo jobs I do, it's from Comicsgate people. They have their comics on Indiegogo, and I do their logo and stuff like that. So with Gamergate, that was a that by the time it was 2014, that the movement was dead. But Zoe Quinn, what's Tank? What's the other? She's trans. The one that's even less talented than her. Remember her? Oh
No,
fuck!
that's how not talented she is.
That's how talented she is.
Brianna
Oh,
Wu, I think is the one you're
Brianna
talking
Wu. There
about.
you go. Thanks.
Yeah.
Brianna Wu. Yeah. So Zoe Quinn, Brianna Wu, Anita Sarkeesian, all these different people who are astoundingly untalented. These people keep digging the corpse out of the ground. Gamergate's no longer a thing. It's disbanded. Nobody's doing anything. The people who are doing YouTube videos about it, fucking Sargon of Akkad, he's running for city mayor now, some shit like that in England. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. This guy, Mundane Matt, something aristocrat, some shit like that.
all these people have moved on with their lives. Gamergate is dead. The only people who still bring up Gamergate are, me to explain this shit here, and the people who were supposedly the target of it. There was a Gamergate movie. Gamergate showed up in SVU. What's that? Doom Doom Doom. That TV show.
Oh
That
yeah,
TV
I
show
think
with
you're right.
and shit.
It's Law and Order.
Yeah,
Dun
Law
dun.
SUV.
The moment you have Ice T trying to give gamer jargon, yeah, IRL in real life.
Dude, they
The
did it
moment you
in Blacklist as well. Like they brought up
who?
Gamergate and Blacklist.
Oh God, come on,
And
man.
I was like, and it was just a side note. And then one of the other characters dismissed the whole Gamergate connection, and I was like, thank you,
But yeah, like,
because that's right.
fuck
That's
you doing?
bullshit.
Yeah,
Nobody
it's
cares.
bullshit. Nobody, nobody
Tell
gives
you
a
what,
fuck
out there,
about
that's some
Gamergate.
bullshit. Straight out of the heifer's butt.
Look, and again, which is unfortunate. Gamergate is dead, which is unfortunate because what should have came out of Gamergate was because right now a lot of you haven't noticed that the games you're playing is being infiltrated with massive amounts of trans, gay shit, all kinds of different things. Where there's nothing wrong with those communities, no disrespect towards those communities, but those communities are not pushing agendas. I don't know near one trans person who's approached me and said, "You're not using my pronouns." And I know some trans people. This has never come up. You guys realize this? There are trans people who live on the block where I reside that no one's ever hounded me about pronouns. It's only this online shit. So these people who are pushing this agenda, it's online. It's
Yeah.
now I
No, you're
lost my
right.
train of thought with these people. But
But that's how it goes with them. They're so confusing. They don't even know where they're
yeah,
going. It's
I'm
just
trying
chaos.
to
They're
get this.
flailing in the wind. It reminds
Yeah.
me of like a nerd winding up for a fight. Like, I'm gonna get you now. Whoa, my whirly attack.
Hey, no disrespect towards nerds, man. We love nerds on this channel.
Nerds, come see me, and
You know,
I'll make
you're
a
on a channel called
man
the N-word
out of
nerd, man.
you.
That's I forgot that there's a whole generation I grew up with. Although now I might be telling my age by saying that there's a whole generation that grew up with that song in their heads. I'll make a man out of you
Yep, I can
from
imagine.
what Mulan and
So,
shit.
yep.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah.
I forgot that
I
there's
get
a
to
whole
hear that
generation
song
also.
at least twice a month. I have a lot of
Jesus.
kids, and many of them are
Oh,
the
okay.
watch the Disney movie
Many
age.
of them aren't even yours. I'm just fucking with you. But
That's
because you
right.
said I have
That's
a lot
right.
of
I didn't have to
kids.
work for half of them. I got half
Oh,
of them. I got for free. You just got to make installment payments.
Yeah.
I love my kids. Don't get me wrong. I just have my jokes. I have my
I would
jokes.
not know.
Hold on. You gotta have jokes, man. Kids will drive you
Yeah.
nuts. Hold on one
Oh
second.
yeah.
I'm trying to see. Oh,
Well, it
I'm
was the
trying to
wife
get the
driving the
image of her
nuts.
with.
That's what brought about the kids.
That's how you got here in the first place. That's how you got to the situation in the first place. But hold on. I'm trying to get this. Hold on. I think if I can get it as a PNG, I can put it on here. And Zoe Quinn's gained a whole lot of weight, man. Damn. She's damn
Carving
Zoe.
out.
You know what it is though? Um, they made too much money. That's what the fuck it is.
Yeah, now she can
So now
afford
they
all the
can't skip a
Haagen
meal.
Dazs and
All that, yeah,
watch
all
the
that shit.
Notebook and
Because
cry every night.
what the fuck? That might be like some feminist shit. There's on the periphery of the Gamergate shit is drunk feminist films. They had a YouTube channel, and it's a whole bunch of it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a whole bunch of white women who are sitting down talking bad about white people and men, right? And you know
Stephanie Guthrie, she was in there, and that she's connected to the Gamergate thing. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get Stephanie Guthrie was up in Canada. While we were living our lives, she has been laying the groundwork to make sure that we have no freedoms. What Stephanie Guthrie was doing was that
Well, good night,
she had
boot
an
camp. I gotta get ready for college tomorrow. That's
oh
you know.
they no problem, man. I mean, I
May your
gotta
studies go
bounce
well.
soon too. Hold on, let me see what. Yeah, study well, sir.
You too. I gotta go college tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.
You too, Terrell.
All right.
Hold on, let me see what. Yeah, hold on. It's only two for. I'm about to see about shutting this down in a few minutes too. But Stephanie Guthrie, who are the seven cycles who are still here?
We love you.
Yeah, yeah, we love we love you.
Just to show
But
my generation, I don't know you, but I love you.
which one of you guys on
Uh,
what, what are you, oh my god, brain cage, man. Fucking brain cage. One of these assholes was on Discord. And they said they about to take up smoking and drinking so they can get some wrinkles so they can't be mistaken for part of the generation. So they can age out. Oh
oh
god,
my.
fuck these brain cage dudes, man. Yeah, asshole.
You
They
said
said
birdcage?
they gonna age out of he said he's gonna start smoking and drinking so he gets some wrinkles. That way he can age out that generation. And they could be like, wait, aren't you no, 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 no. It's like I'm a boomer.
Ooh,
But yeah,
that
but
might
yeah,
not be too good to you.
that might not be a bad idea actually. With but yeah, all right. So I'm about to start wrapping this up. Let me
All
see
right, then.
the. But yeah, what do you guys what have you guys been doing? Yeah, I could do that. I could ask you guys what y'all been doing. Y'all been working on any projects? I know Tank has.
Oh yeah. No, I'm giving other people a chance to talk because I won't shut up. I'll try.
It- it's cool. I mean, we'll get to you last then. Roy Chess, you been working on anything interesting?
Not really. Nah, just the normal so far. I have
Lord
some
Okage.
ideas, but
Yeah, too.
that's about it.
I'm sorry. I used to think you and Lord Okage were the same people.
They say I sound like him or he sounds like me.
Yeah, you both sound alike, and you have similar outlooks and speech patterns. Similar
Hmm.
outlook and speech patterns. You both think African Americans don't have a culture. That's one commonality, for example.
Yeah, I think he's copying me. Depends on who's older. I don't know. I know we were both in the military as well, so I don't know if he was in the same branch as me, but I
Yeah,
know he
see,
was in the military.
you guys
That's a
are
lot of
see
similarities.
this is why Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson, and what's that other asshole with too much money?
Elon Musk.
Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk. That's why those fuckheads are saying they want to decrease the population because we got too many redundancies. Why do we need two of you?
Somebody's got to do
Uh,
the work. Somebody's got to. They got to. We got to have clones to do the work, man.
I'll be choking on my soda here. Oh man.
you know, like what the hell? And I've seen that shit when that's a hell of a thing too. Riding public transportation. I've been purposely doing that shit so that I can this is the wrong time to do it, but I want more contact with
More
with strangers in a pandemic. Yay! I want more contact with strangers so that I
Word.
can tank ferret, you know? And so one of the things I've noticed is that people are coming in types. And I keep seeing the same types over and over. I'm like, okay, maybe Elon Musk and those fuckheads have a point. Maybe. Maybe like humanity could need a little bit more curating. That must be like the word of the night for me. I kept on using that. You know, but maybe humanity could use a little bit of that because we're having a whole lot of the same people showing up over and over. Bill Burr said that shit best. How many times are you gonna get the guy who cuts you off in the middle of traffic, right? Like you're trying to get somewhere and the guy cuts you off. You know, how many times are you gonna have that same guy who takes too long to order his food and holds everybody up, right? There's a couple of people out in, I don't know, Arkansas who's still pumping out that same guy. We don't need that guy anymore. One is enough. That's what like Bill Burr. Obviously, he said it in his comedy stand up, and in the way he said it would be comedic. But you know, it looks like some of these people who are in charge are taking it to heart.
Yeah,
You know,
they're gonna use
because
us for something.
yo, they're storing seeds. Did you guys know that they're storing? I mean, that's probably old news for you guys by now.
Yep.
They're storing. Oh, hold on, melanated melanated one says. Hold on. My project is in your Google chat. Oh, I ain't check Google chat. I'm gonna check Google chat melanated one. So as I get off this here.
Heck yeah.
Uh yeah. Well, hold on. The the people up in is it Sweden or Norway? One of those places where they talk funny up there, and they live in the ice and talk funny. They're storing original seeds. Now, in my
Hmm.
opinion, we could use those seeds out here because you got people starving, and but they're storing original seeds. Why are you storing original seeds? You know what I mean? They're planning some shit.
Well, it's all of the genetic engineered stuff, and like that stuff, we already know that with when you're running like a single genetic code, right, a single plant, it
Mhm.
doesn't end well. Like the banana we eat is not the banana our grandparents ate. That banana is extinct, and if something bad happens to this banana, that's it. We have to
Mm.
find the next banana. Um, and
Damn, somebody genocided the bananas, son.
well, it just happened. They got
God.
like a fungus or something like that, and all the bananas are the same plant. They're all clones. They're all the same plant.
Wait, so I've been eating cloned
Yeah,
bananas.
yeah. They're all the yeah. No, we've known how to clone plants for
Yeah, for a while, but
thousands of
like the
years.
banana.
Yeah, yeah,
Melanated one told me before that those banana like actual bananas look way different. Like they have big ass
yeah.
seeds, and that yeah.
Yep. Yeah. You know, they got big ass
But it,
nasty
it can't
seeds
it
in them.
can't be extinct. It can't be extinct because melanated ones saw those and ate those
Well, the
out there in
one
I don't know if it's Trinidad or whatever.
the banana that our parents ate tastes like that artificial banana flavor.
You,
The
I'm
artificial
sorry,
banana
what?
flavor. That's what the original seedless banana tasted like. Like the one you saw in like all the old Mickey Mouse and Looney Tunes cartoons.
Yeah,
That was a different banana than the banana we're eating. Banana 2.0.
what the fuck?
Yeah, science.
No, no,
And
that's not science. That's
months,
that's monster shit. That's Frankenstein shit. Because
right?
because the thing is, how did
Well,
hold
mad
on, bananas
science
have
is
seeds?
science.
Yeah, see, look. There you go. It's not extinct because melanated
Hmm.
one found again. I distinctly remember he said he was out there
Yeah,
overseas and he saw them. So in
yeah.
places like Indonesia, they're still around.
I'm talking
So
that specific. I'm talking about that specific type of banana. The
mm,
specific types of bananas, right? The commercial bananas. Um, And same thing with commercial plantains. They don't fruit. They won't sprout anything. That's dead fruit. The only purpose it
Oh yeah,
has is
yeah,
for something to eat it.
yeah,
And with the crops, with the grain crops, the cross pollination, just the wind, blows seeds and pollen over to another crop, and next thing you know, Monsanto's in the news suing Farmer John for growing
yeah.
Monsanto crops, and that's just because the pollen and it changed the genetic code of those plants. So they genetically
Yeah.
identified close enough to infringe on a patent. It's
I
crazy.
never, I never thought I'd say this, but they need to do what the Sierra Leoneans did when they tried to open up uh, uh, a testing, a COVID testing. I don't know why I even said the C word on here. Let's call it the shoulder jab, right?
Yes,
Right. So
the procedure.
they tried to open a shoulder jab facility um, in Sierra Leone to help. No, Cote d'Ivoire, not Sierra Leone. Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, to help the Ivory Coast people. They had like, I kid you not, they had like 40 deaths. Period. Of the shoulder jab virus. They had only 40 deaths. Fuck you coming to help me for? We only got 40 deaths. And you're coming from a country with like 400,000 not for like 40,000 deaths out there in France.
Hmm.
So when they came over there with the nonsense, those people rose up and they tore that place to the ground. They had the facility, and the Ivory Coast people, they tore that place to the ground. They burned what was left. They tore that shit. They stripped it for parts. They walked off with the fucking beams to use on their houses, and they burnt the rest of that shit to the ground. All right, stuff like that
Beautiful.
is what a lot of times when people are, this is going to sound insulting, but it's not an insult. When people are simple, and I don't mean simple as in stupid, I mean people simple as in they like a simplistic way of life. They're tribal people, or they have their little huts and they go out and plant their food. Da da da. Sometimes when they're simple like that, they have more common sense than a whole lot of people who are spending years and years in college, who have educated themselves to the point of stupidity. Those people kept it very simple. We have very low death rates. Why are you coming here with your shit? And then you're gonna quote unquote help us. They burned your shit down. So what I'm asking is, I don't advocate people doing it. I'm just curious as to why that doesn't happen with Monsanto facilities. You know what I'm saying? With Monsanto doing what it does, why the hell are those facilities still up? You know? One second.
It's
Tank Melanated one's asking what program you're using right there.
this is
E.
Clip Studio Paint EX.
Mm,
Really worth it. It's like a $230 program, but man, it's paid for itself. It's wonderful. I love it.
mm. Over and over, right?
Yeah, no, for real. It just paid for itself again with I can't show it this time around, but after we get done with the first round, I got some cool stuff to show off, man.
Mm.
I've been doing some concept design stuff behind the scenes. I love doing concept work. I
Concept
just,
art, nice.
yeah, you go out there, you get diarrhea of the pencil, and just have at it. Like every little idea, you change your idea, you make a mistake, who cares? You move on.
Hmm.
You draw the next idea and the next idea and the next idea. You could just get yourself psyched up, get yourself in there, and you get into that zone, and you're just like, all right, cool. Holy moly, I never draw that many pictures in a week, let alone at afternoon of sitting down watching the Jaws marathon.
What the hell? You
Uh,
watching?
I may or may
What?
not be like halfway through watching all four Jaws movies.
Wait, there were four of those? I thought it was three.
Yeah, I
There were
didn't
four of
know
those?
either. Yeah,
What the fuck?
I thought there were three of them. Uh,
I thought it
because
was
the
a
first one
trilogy.
yeah, but apparently there's Jaws 4, which is just called Jaws: The Revenge.
Yeah,
And
I've
I'm
never
like,
heard of that
what's
either.
the sequel to that? Sharknado?
Yeah,
That's
see that
that's what I thought.
that's ringing that is ringing a franchise dry. You know how like you wring your
Hmm.
clothes by hand? Yeah, that's what the hell that is. Sometimes you
Oh,
gotta
you know it.
let let a franchise die, like James Bond.
Oh,
Do we
for
need
real.
a James Bond 20 whatever the hell they're at now? 27, 26?
Hey,
Where are we at?
hey,
28?
here's my opinion on that. All right, and I know this is a divisive and controversial opinion, but if Idris Elba is not the next James Bond, I say sink it. Don't do anything with it because I don't think there's anybody that suave that could pull off
Yeah,
being James Bond right now. There's just so few leading actors that
well,
could do that.
Mm.
listen, listen. Daniel Craig, he in Casino Royale, he was that suave. But I don't know what the hell they made him do, like in terms
Yeah.
of like direction, like whoever was directing him, that made him turn into this wounded dog, like a wounded puppy.
Well,
The real James Bond, the real James Bond, though it's a fictional character,
yeah.
but the James Bond that we know of would
Hmm.
not be hung up on
No.
Vesper Lind like that.
No.
You know what I mean? Like shit. That's like up until he met Swan. What the Madeline Swan? Is it? Up until he met Madeline Swan, he was like a lost puppy. About hey, where'd your thing go?
Oh, I got something else to show you
Oh god.
too. I got more fun stuff that I can show. So yeah, Madeline Swan.
Yeah. Not the I I gotta tell you, the actual smoothest Bond, the most suave Bond that ever existed was GoldenEye Bond. Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
Like, listen, Sean Connery was charismatic, but he
Yep.
wasn't. Like the best Bond was Sean Connery, but if we're talking like the one with the most like the smoothest one, like the one you wouldn't trust your girl around,
Hmm.
right? That's Pierce Brosnan. You know, I don't know, man.
Oh.
But, there you go.
All right.
There's
Good night, Cornell.
oh, Cornell left. All right, Cornell.
I would agree.
Yeah,
Pierce Brosnan. I
yeah,
like
he's
better.
yeah, especially with Goldeneye. That's the shit.
So
I guess I'm
what I
sorry,
was
Gab.
showing you earlier. Oh, I don't mean to interrupt you, but what I was
No,
showing
no,
you guys
no,
earlier
Gab.
was the box art for Blastbot, which is a one of the eight series of 8-bit games, like retro Nintendo games. You could dust off that Nintendo and you know, or at least the wife's been bugging you. You got the Nintendo plugged into the entertainment center. You never use it. Well, we're giving you excuses to use it. We got games coming out for that right
My
there, or you
dude,
can get them on Steam.
this is sick.
This,
That's what
the,
Greg was working on.
this is the first test sprite animation for Scalpel Zero. This is gonna be a horror survival bullet hell kind of game where you gotta like get your way through the level, figure it out, all the while dodging bullets, shooting bad guys, high octane action. I'm looking to speak of the devil and he shall arrive. Hail Greg Levite out in the chat.
Hail, Greg.
Oh man. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
yes,
just
Mel.
worked
We're
up
showing
some.
work.
See, I gotta fix this one. You can see this one's a little glitchy. It's because I optimized this. It's pulling from all of these little pieces right here to make this right. So
Hmm.
this is how they used to make video games and stuff. with little booty
Yes.
bop, with a little booty bop. Oh,
Booty
sorry,
pop.
little booty bop.
Oh, poor booty. Hmm.
Running and attacking, and
This is
I
sick.
like the idols though, because I put the most attention into that because when are you going to be paying the most attention to your character when you're not doing nothing?
Yep. Oh, okay. So
Uh,
that's why you got us standing there
right.
and
And notice the
yeah.
detail. The gun is always in the right hand. The knife is always in the left. Let's go take a look at that other side of the animation.
Hold on one second. Let me drop the link.
Shooting across the
One sec.
body. Sure.
Uh,
But yeah,
what I also like
Metroid.
is that
What was it? Metroid did that, right? And so that's
yeah.
something that Greg and I, as we're working on Blast Spot, we're working on this game. We're working on another game for comedian Rodney Norman. Those are the 3 games we've got in the works. We've got our lead programmer has been working in the video game industry for his whole career, and some of his claims to fame are like Mortal Kombat 2, like back in the day and stuff. So it's like, dude, talk about retro gaming. It's like, dang it, Tank, don't be teaching people how to be our competition.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I welcome. Come on, bring it.
Oh, shit. So Mortal
But yeah,
Kombat
that
2.
whole
Yeah,
Metro,
because
yeah,
Greg was telling me about
that's our
the
lead
story.
programmer.
The because the thing is when Greg was telling me about all the stuff that you had in the works before, right? It's one thing, especially since it was a lot of stuff. So it's kind of like info overload. So he told
Right.
me about it. Then after the info dump, I move on. I'm doing other things. Then when you come back to it and to see this, yeah, this is a big deal, man. This
Word.
is a big
Well,
deal.
it's all about
Very good
prioritizing
stuff.
projects
That's
and scheduling. You know, uh,
mhm.
that's what it takes. It takes hard work and dedication. Like we keep saying, we need to take weekends off, and that never happens. But we keep saying it. One day it'll come true. One day we'll take the weekend off.
You'll take the weekends off when you're dead. You're gonna be dead a long time. I'll tell you that for free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was it that said human beings are dead for far longer than they are alive?
Right. It is true though.
Old poets were very funny. Yeah, it is true. Like our bodies anyway last longer
Yeah,
in its dead state than what the hell, man.
it does.
It's a hell of a way to look at it, but it's
It's a little
true.
morbid.
So I'm dropping the link to melanated ones so you could come and show the
But
work. Yeah, Mel. Oh, Greg is here. Hold on 1 minute. I'm about to let Greg in.
where's did I?
Greg,
What's
I didn't
popping,
think you were
what up,
brother?
streaming,
Greg?
pimp.
What's going on?
Didn't think you were streaming tonight. We waited a couple hours
Yeah,
on you, and
man.
I'm like, I quit checking messages after about the first hour and a half. I just noticed your message a little bit ago.
No,
That
it's
tripped
cool.
me
It's
out,
cool.
Tank. I didn't recognize Bob's new channel name, and so I see one of the streams on my subscriptions is streaming. I'm like, who's Inward Nerd? Somebody told me that was their channel,
Inward
and I
nerd.
jump on, and I see Nestmaker. I'm like, who the fuck's using that? And then I see Tank's Scalpel Zero graphics. I'm like, what the hell? Somebody's stealing. Oh, it's Tank. That's a surprise. Look at that. Look at that late 80s NES video game box goodness. Right there is the beautiful.
Hold on. I was not looking.
The beautiful.
Yeah. So that's the box art. I thought that was a pinup. That's the box art. Okay.
Yep.
That is sick, man.
I was really trying
That
to
is sick.
capture that
I
that
like the
that
design
late
of the
'80s.
character too.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said I like the design of the character too.
Oh yeah, that's Greg, man. Greg designed a great character
Well,
here.
thank
He was a
you.
lot of fun to work with. He's got good geometry. I'm a stickler for that when it comes to character design, and yeah, it was a good one to put together. It was a lot of
Yeah,
fun to do actually. Um, I knocked it out in about 2 days of just hanging
the
around
thing
the
is, you're
office.
gonna have to pull this again. Yeah. This stream, yeah, that you would, no, no, go ahead, go ahead. Hello.
Hello,
Hello,
uh,
hello.
hello,
Hello.
hello,
I can hear you.
hello,
I can hear you.
hello.
I can hear
Hello.
Anybody
Is it me you're looking for?
there?
'Cause I wonder
you. No,
where
not
you
Lionel
are.
Richie. No, no, not live.
Hey man, Lionel felt stuff, dude. He felt stuff. You
Oh
know what I'm
man.
saying? He was on another level
Yeah,
with
yeah.
them
He
feelings.
makes yeah, he makes you feel.
Imagine
Oh,
that brother on a date, you know, he getting that vagina juice flow and be like, "Baby, you're the one I'm looking for, honey." You know, and then she's like, "Oh, Lionel, oh my god," you know, it's fucking Lionel, bro. He should have been fucking Lando Calrissian, honestly.
Yo, he a cat daddy too. Like even I mean, he's like 70 something, and what he's dealing with, right? He's dealing with like
No.
women in their 20s and shit.
Oh well, of course, of course, dude. He
Well,
probably still looks good too.
he's a cat daddy.
Hmm.
Yeah, he kept in good shape. He kept in good shape, and
God, I loved his
he's what they
music.
call a cat daddy.
I loved his music when
Oh
I was a
no,
kid. Him and Michael Jackson and Shaka Khan were my jams. That shit was awesome. He
oh
used to
man,
walk around with a
Mike.
boombox.
Yeah,
Oh man, I could still hear that Shaka Khan rap
hold on
in the
one sec.
middle of "I Feel for You," and I can't remember the lyrics. Something blah 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 Shaka Khan blah 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 Shaka Khan. I don't remember the words. Fucking Shaka. I feel for you.
Um,
Honestly, I'd rather have that than today's pop, though.
but
Prince wrote that song.
Yeah.
oh cool.
listen, today's pop, ain't nobody gonna remember that shit.
Nope.
Look how all the music in the past we remember all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fine Young Cannibals. She drives me crazy. Ooh, ooh, we remember
I
all of
hate
it,
that
even
song.
up to stuff like Creed. Oh, you hate that song? No, no, but you still remember it.
I know what you mean.
What
Yeah.
else? Even up to stuff like yeah, even up to things like what was that guy? You're beautiful. That song like
Yeah.
some time
God,
ago,
I
Yeah.
but
hate that
it's
song
more recent
too.
than
What
yeah.
are
I
you
hate
doing
that
with
song,
me?
but I remember it.
You're
Um,
putting bad stuff in my head,
what was it?
Bob. You're the
That
enemy.
yo, listen. There's this other one. This girl look hot, but she looks like she's part Asian, part British or something like that. KT Tunstall. That song, my heart know me better than I know myself. I'm gonna let it do all the talking. Ooh, you remember all that shit, but what are you gonna remember here? You don't remember. I don't even know like the names of most of these people. You don't remember
No,
Designer? I got bros in Atlanta.
never heard of it.
Yeah, it's Oh my god.
Here's
Although
what
to be
you'll
honest,
remember. You'll remember
mm,
Seal. Seal did amazing work.
mm, yep.
I almost hate calling it pop music. Some of his songs have odd time signatures, and some other, it's
Mhm,
pretty advanced composition on some of his songs for that level of, for like, radio music.
mhm. Hey, that Kiss from a Rose stuff, that looks like medieval music. That time, that kind of like pacing. It
Hmm.
looks like old school traveling musician music, man. Oh, the other thing, one of the rockers was like they were cornered, not really cornered. Like someone asked them, like, "Hey,
rock and roll is like church music, right? It's like, yeah. It's like if you guys hear Queens of the Stone Age, like
Mhm.
you know that song "No One Knows."
Nope.
One of us I said, "Oh, you guys know never heard the song "No One Knows"?"
I'm sure I did. I
I'm
just
not gonna.
don't pay attention to them really.
Oh, you don't pay.
Not really.
No, but the thing is, it's a good. Oh, you don't like Queens of the Stone Age, all
Which
right?
one's that?
But
How's that one
I
go? I'm
don't
just not good with
dislike them.
song names.
it's on da 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 da. No one
Oh,
knows. Da 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 da
yep.
da 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 da
Yeah,
da.
you honestly,
Now,
Bob,
mhm.
you don't want to hear what I got to say about music. Nobody really does, except for other prog metal musicians or film score
Oh, prog
composers.
metal.
About yeah, prog metal composers or film score composers. About the only people I can talk to about music because
Oh
uh,
wow.
most people really just don't know what's good, and I don't mean like they know what
Mhm.
they like, but the thing they don't
Yeah.
understand is a lot of times it's not what they like. It's just that they're being promote. It's being promoted to them so much that it sticks in
Hmm.
their head.
Yep.
Most people aren't really picking what they
They
like.
turned us into that Pavlov dog.
Yeah, they have, and absolutely. And I just don't, if it's not something that I choose, I'm not
Yeah.
interested. And
Oh, that's a.
I choose
Mhm.
based on how valuable it is to me
Yes.
to learn. How it makes me feel, of course, is a big part of it. But I want to see people's minds stimulated. I'm looking around and I'm seeing millions and millions of fucking idiots, and the
Yeah.
studies have shown that music is very important to like developing a mind, stimulating the mind, especially
Yes.
complex music. And almost all of the pop music now is elementary level. Some of them are like kindergarten level, and
Yeah.
it's not helping people grow. It's helping them
Yeah.
breed.
It's
Like
music
they're
that
humping
makes you
each
more
other.
stupid.
Yeah, they're
Mhm.
like humping each other at the bar and
Yeah.
getting drunk and having kids on accident all the time, but they're not growing through the music, which is what really music is there to help us grow and stimulate us. And it's done on purpose to weaken us, weaken people,
Yeah.
weaken our
That
minds.
sounds about
Same with our movies and TV now. Like we used to get stuff that was pretty stimulating. We used to get something like Christopher Nolan, like Interstellar or something that really takes your mind
right.
to different levels and different, you feel
Mhm.
emotion, you're entertained, and at the same time, it's stimulating your brain.
Makes you think.
It's,
Mhm.
yeah, we don't really get that anymore. Even from Chris, if you haven't noticed, they've got him doing just simple action, pretty much simple action films now, almost,
Yeah.
so it's like, I'm sharing my screen if you want
Yeah.
to see some more blast spot here.
Yeah, I was just about to pull some of that up.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Tank was displaying some of the same stuff you were displaying, so I went to Tank. But I could go to yours too.
Okay.
yeah, I'm looking for it. I
Yeah,
just
just
That
let me
that
know if
one's in the hizzy. Melanated woman.
these are ones Tank already showed.
okay. Here we go. Yeah, that's
So you
the
need this
actually that
picture.
one's
Yeah.
is that yeah, that's the updated one. That's from the inventory screen when your character's like upgrading or buying new stuff and whatnot. So that's like the graphic of how it looks on the inventory screen. And
Yeah,
because it's old school like Nintendo, we are super limited on the colors we can use. So it's a lot of fun. It's a challenge as an
yeah.
artist. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, I could use more colors too, like as you know, with the other tiles, but I spent actually a while looking at different color palettes that I liked so that I could just use one tile. You can have three colors on a tile. If you want more than three colors, you have to have a second tile of graphics, and that affects things like how the screen loads. So I just
Oh,
thought it would be better to try to keep it down to the three. And I think I've achieved that. I like the color palette I've got for Blastbot, the white, the blue, white, and red, and all that. And here's
I
some
like what you got.
aliens. Thank you. These
Mm,
are uh, these are the Xenics. These are the invading aliens here. This big creature here spawns out these other things here, and they all have different things they do.
That's
and
gross.
and this year, yeah, it is kind of gross, huh? That's aliens
This is
for you,
the
though.
this is the key framing for Blast
Um,
Spot. And so what my job is next is to take these keyframes and do all the what's called tweening, do the in between animation, the transition type stuff, so it looks real smooth. So I have to optimize how all this stuff is done, and then I have to piece them all together because Lord, I wouldn't put that puzzle on my worst enemy. But once all that optimization is done, like that Scalpel Zero that you guys were looking at earlier with that fluid animation, yeah,
yeah.
we're talking like good attention to detail paid to the main characters, so that way it's just so much fun for you just to enjoy not just the mechanics of the game, because this Craig calls it a love letter to Metroid. I say it's more of a sonnet. Um,
Mm.
because this is like everything that Metroid could have been.
Mm.
With a whole brand new character that might get a spin-off series. You never know. We might do like little He-Man comics, like came with the He-Man figures back in the day. You don't know. We don't know.
Mm.
Nobody knows. It's that guy. That guy
Well,
over there. Don't
if
trust
people
him.
like if
He
people
knows too
like
much.
Blastspot a lot, we'll probably do a graphic novel or something on him. I mean, the design could work, in comic books.
It's gonna be a fun game.
Well,
It's gonna be a heck of a
hold
lot of
on one
fun.
second.
Yeah.
Mel, what happens is when you share your screen, there's a little checkbox on the lower left hand that says share audio, and then your speaker will be able to play. We'll be able to hear what's on your computer. So if you're sharing music, melanated one.
So this is Blastspot's ship right here, and of course you can see it's inspired by Samus's ship in Super Metroid. And the original NES Metroid didn't show Samus's ship at all, and I thought it would be cool to have Blastspot's ship in here, but not just be a place where he spawns, also be where he takes data back to be analyzed in his ship for quests and things like that. So there's the ship, actually you can interact in it and stuff. You can go in and there's a little bit more to do to it. I kind of imagine Metroid, but with like I was going for the 16-bit look as much as I could, trying to get like 3D-ish, as much as 8-bit can
Yeah,
do.
no, but that looks good.
I'm
That
pretty
looks
proud
good.
of it.
I like the look of it. And yeah, and the design of the ship is good too.
Thank
I
you.
like the design, especially working with the well purposeful limitations because that's the retro look we're looking for. Yeah, that's good stuff, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
NES Maker makes it easy because you can't do anything in NES Maker that the NES can't handle. So, it saves us from having to get out our big dog programmer and have him program a bunch of stuff. We can use that, and then he can go in and add code, tweak things, optimize.
Mhm.
That guy, by the way, his name is Joe. I always forget Joe's last name because he goes by Bantam Joe. But Joe is super. He's been in the business for over 30 years. He worked on, I know Tank said he worked on Mortal Kombat 2. He also worked on Turok Dinosaur Hunter, NBA
Oh,
Jam.
battle game.
Yeah, a
What the
whole
hell?
list of games. He's worked on modern games. He's making a modern game right now. So he does it all. He's programmed in over 20 different coding languages in his career. He's worked in film for motion. He's done motion capture. He's also not just a software engineer, he's also a hardware engineer. So
Wow.
he's the dude.
Yeah.
It's a heavy hitter we brought into the team there. So Brain Cage Gaming is going to be, it's going to be pretty, we're going to be able
Yeah.
to do some awesome stuff.
He's that N word. You know what I mean? And
Four-letter one.
yeah, I just hold on. That
N-word.
booty is not gonna make it past those lasers, Tank.
What's
Not
the
neither the
N-word?
booty nor those breasts gonna make it past some lasers.
Yeah,
Hmm?
this is just fan service. Fans demanded, and so I delivered. They wanted like it's
live.
kind of a, they wanted a
That
sexy pinup of
booty's
my
gonna have to come down
character.
and.
She
Mhm.
needs a reduction.
All right.
Yeah, she needs a reduction.
Don't worry, she'll
That
shave
booty's
off a
gonna have
couple
to, yeah,
pounds.
yeah,
The lasers are gonna do that.
Oh my god. But
But
yeah, let me
gentlemen, I
see
liked
here.
being
Yeah,
on the live tonight, but I'm gonna have to go to bed, man.
Later,
yeah,
brother.
good man. Yeah, I
Thank
mean,
you
I
for
should have
coming
shut
back,
this
man.
down for a minute. Oh, man, I miss you guys, man. I'm glad to be back. We're gonna do this again.
Yeah,
Matter of
man.
fact, this this stream, I'm about to shut it down, right? But I want to, because no one's watching right now. We spent the time that everyone was here. Like we had something like I don't know, 20 people here or something like that. And we spent that time talking about everything except the main topic, and we could have shown really good stuff like this. So next time, that's what we're gonna do. You know. And Mel, I don't know if Mel's around or if he fell asleep where he at, but melanated one was trying to show some work. But Mel, you there?
Oh, I
Yeah,
think he got
maybe.
it up on the screen.
Let me see. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Let me see what he
Oh,
says.
oh, no, never mind.
Hold on. He says I'm gonna need the speaker to post some of his music. I think he means
Oh, he's
this
talking to
music.
you, Greg.
Oh, me? Most some of my music? Yeah, I can share
No, no,
some of
no.
that.
You mean like no,
Oh,
no, 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 no. You can't.
I think he
Don't
means he
don't do
needs a
that.
speaker.
No,
He
no, no.
needs a
I think
speaker for his
he's trying to.
computer.
Yeah, I think he's getting his music because you can't show you can't unless you make music, Greg. I
Yeah,
don't mean like Lionel Richie. Okay, good, because you
I make
can't
all kinds of
put copy.
music.
Yeah, you can't put copyrighted stuff on here. You get the stream taken down quick, quick.
Well, I don't have anything like that
But,
just yet. My actually going to have a release here pretty soon, but I was going to play some of the Blastbot music if you wanted to hear music, but we don't need to. It's just
yeah,
8-bit
sure.
NES
Not bad.
stuff. It's not. Some people might not enjoy it.
It's some chip tune.
No, you can play it.
I like some good chip tune, man. Master Boot Records, my jam.
For me, hold on. Let's shut it down if that's that. Just check your chat. Yeah, I'll check the G chat. Well, I'm gonna find time during the week to do another stream, and that one will specifically be a geek stream where we do this, all right? Because the other stuff, talking about social issues, we can't change the social issues, but we talking about them for. You know what I mean? So
It gets the
that's what we'll
views
be
up.
doing. Yeah, it does, but like you know, we eventually end up talking about race for some reason. This was not about race, but then we ended up talking about race. Right? We were talking about yeah, because I wanted to talk about how um currently the dinosaurs are dying, and then some people are still trying to save the dinosaurs. Right? So yeah, like how can we get Disney to do better? Why the hell do you want Disney to do better? You know what kind of demons you're dealing with when you're talking about
Yeah.
Disney? We get Disney to do
Hey,
better.
hey, hey, no need to be bagging on the demons that hard.
Hey, I'd rather have
Yeah,
demons than Disney. Literal demons
yeah,
than
and
Disney.
Disney, yeah,
Yeah.
they're awful, awful people. I mean, I'm hearing stuff like, and the thing is, even though this stuff is partially, what do you call it, rumor? Yeah, I believe it. I'm hearing they're doing stuff like, let's say we do something really good, that like, let's say it's an animation. They'll buy it from you. They're like, hey, we like this. They'll buy it from you and they'll shelve it. After they bought it from you, you think, all right, they just bought the property. They're gonna produce it highly, and then we're gonna start seeing some money off royalties. Da 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 da. No, they buy it so they can put it on a shelf forever. You'll never see it again. The reason why they
Yep.
bought it is that because they have something similar and they don't want anything competing with it on them
Hmm.
with their shit on the market. So they buy your shit at at a low rate so that they can buy you off as a competitor, and
Yep.
you're dead in the water. What the hell?
Yeah.
That's demon. That's
That's
demon
the
shit.
dude. That's the minor shit, and I'm talking about evidence things. They're
Hmm.
tied in with that global child sex ring, the child
Oh yeah,
sex
yeah.
slavery.
Hmm.
Their vice president, what was it, a year and a half ago or so, maybe 2 years, was busted, and I saw one fucking article about it, just one, and then after that, nothing else. And I've looked for that article again, and it's hard to find. You can't, you got to dig through page after page. They buried it. That guy was tied right in. There was a lot of evidence, and that's just one part of it. There's people who are arrested and busted throughout the different hierarchy in Disney selling kids. They're fucking horrible. They murder people.
What the fuck?
Yeah, somebody's got some feedback.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm hearing. Um, hey, Mel, if you got like an extra tab open, if you got extra tab open, mute the tab. But look, Mel is sharing his work right here. He's working on.
Oh, what kind
Hold
of
on, Mel
is?
sharing his work right. Yeah, he gets it in, man. Mel gets it in. I think that's Blender.
What are
He's
you
using
working on,
Blender.
Mel?
I'm not sure his mic works. I mean, because his other avatar's there, but he's not talking. He's only speaking in the chat, so maybe his mic doesn't work. But he's showing the work right. If I can get, let me see if I can get the full
Oh, I
screen
guess he
going.
was wanting to hear my game music. That's what he meant
Yeah,
by
he
that.
he, he is a game music guy.
Wish we knew what he was working on. Can you type that in this chat, Mel?
Yeah, Mel, type in the chat what you're working on. See, he did a right there. That logo you're seeing right there. That's a moving logo, like a bumper. Like the Marvel logo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that. Mel, it says on your main avatar, Mel, it says that devices are not connected. So if you can go ahead and unplug your microphone and then plug it back in. Look at this. It's
He'll have to
a
leave.
3D room.
He'll have to leave StreamYard though. Sorry to interrupt. He'll have to leave StreamYard and come back in for it to pick up his mic and everything.
Oh, okay.
Best thing to do, Mel, is
Yo, you see,
copy
oh, I did
copy
not see
the
this.
copy
Yeah.
the URL address and then just close it
Mhm.
out. Start it right back in the URL and like paste it. Easy way to come back in. That looks good,
Oh
Mel.
shit. Yo, what the fuck? I didn't see apparently he sent this to my G chat and I didn't check G chat. What the fuck? Is this a game? Because I didn't know what it says. Episode 1 final. All right, play the episode, Holmes. Play the episode. I'll do the full screen right here. Or it's already doing the full screen. Play that shit. Don't forget that you gotta press. You gotta click on a thing that says share audio so we can hear it. Is it frozen for everyone else? Okay, I think he left so he can come back. All right, let me. All right, all right, Mel. Go. Maybe restart your computer so you get your RAM fresh, right? And then come back or whatever. Says computer's bugging out. We need to get Mel a kick-ass computer, something with a fucking render farm. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but he gets it in with 3D work. He's the one who did my got to sign back on. Yeah, go ahead, sign back onto StreamYard. He's the one who did my comic Apocalypse movie bumper. Let me go.
Oh, that's cool.
Hold on, let me go find that so I could put it on here. What we're seeing. Hold on, he says what we're seeing is 2 or 3 minute lag.
Hmm.
And he's out there with a videographer. They're filming movies too. That's
Really?
why I was very interested. Hmm. Well, out
Very
there.
cool.
When I say out there, I think they're out in Trinidad. I'm not sure if his videographer is out there in Trinidad as well. But or if he's back in the states, I'm not sure. We'll have to ask him when he logs back on. What is going on here? Where is? Oh, we need to get that.
And if you just want to hear some NES music, I
Yes,
got the
sir.
screen
He
shared
loves
there.
that stuff.
It's either love
All
or
right,
hate,
hold
you
on.
know? People
Let
either
me
love it
go.
or hate it, pretty much. Let me know when you're ready.
Yep. Hold
Just
on. So,
just for image, I'll put one of the Blastbot bosses up. Blastbot bosses.
all right. Well, let me get that.
So I had to look it up, and it was all right. So speaking of back to the Disney, right? They buy up properties and shut them down. So
Hmm.
this a bud of mine,
Yep.
David Peterson, fantastic comic book creator. He did this series called a bunch of series called Mouse Guard, and it's basically like a medieval story, but all the characters are little animals, dressed up in medieval garb and armor and stuff like that. And evil tyrants are
Mm.
like snakes and falcons and foxes, predators. And it was fantastic. And Jim Henson Studios, optioned it so they were going to make a movie, and they were going to do like a live action. So we were going to get another like Dark Crystal level of awesomeness, right? uh and they were going to do like animated stuff. They had all these plans, so they optioned all these different things. They were going to make it go. Disney bought Henson Studios, shelved the whole project because there is only one mouse at Disney.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's
And
only one mouse. Oh, there can be only one mouse. Period.
well, luckily he's super talented, so
No
he's done
fucking
a
way.
whole bunch of Ninja Turtle stuff since, and he's fantastic. Like I'm so happy to see that he's working Ninja Turtle stuff because his artwork is just perfect for it. But he's not a bazillionaire off his
Hmm.
mouse guard stuff because they shelved it. They just, he's still just a worker, and it's like, no, this guy was a creator and should be sailing high on that.
Hmm.
And instead Disney wants to push out all this
Man.
pseudo progressive stuff. I can't say it's progressive. It's not.
it's not. Yeah.
It's just giving someone else a turn. oppressor wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Wheel of oppression. Turn, turn, turn.
Yeah, they did the same thing. Disney specifically did the same thing to Clive
What the
Barker. To Clive Barker, he had. I read the Abarat series. It's 3 books from. It's meant to be young teenager type of title, and it's the Harry Potter killer. It's just way beyond, way cooler than Harry Potter. And Disney bought it, said they were going to launch a trilogy, and then they shelved it like they always do. Stupid fucks. Are you ready for the music?
Yo,
Yeah.
All right.
yes, yes, sir. God.
This is the Blastbot theme so far. And here's a boss music. And then another boss music. This one's real intense. Shit's going down right there, son. Yeah.
Yo, the nostalgia. Oh shit.
So you're going full blast with the 80s.
You seen the box art? You heard the music?
Yeah.
You seen the
You guys are
graphics?
going straight.
It's an NES game.
Yo, that's sick.
And there's going to be cartridges. You can plug into your NES and play.
And you're saying like there's a big booming market for this. What the hell
good.
is going on?
Yeah.
It's a really
crazy.
nice market.
Well, AAA games
For
suck.
for
They
NES
look
games.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look at NES. They're looking at 8, 16, and 32-bit graphics, like pixel graphics. Like this is what's hot. They want, they want the Nintendo. They want Super Nintendo / Sega Genesis, and they want their early PC VGA graphics. The 256 color graphics, because they know that when they get this game, it's gonna work, and they're gonna play some game. And they've a whole generation has grown up on vector rendered games like PlayStation. A whole generation.
That
That blows my mind.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's what I do, man. It's what I do. I got my eyes out there on the entertainment industries and any kind of industry community where we can produce products that are cheap to produce, and that we can put our talents to use, and we can actually access that community. That's really what we've been doing this whole time. Tank and I have just been basically creating as many product, as many product development opportunities as we can for the rest of the team. Basically, the ones who are around and our assets, they're involved in all of these projects. Some of the projects we don't even need them on, but we just get them in there so they can get a cut and be a part of it, because it's Brain Cage is all about all of us making money, all of Brain Cage, not me as the president of the company. This isn't another Disney. The way I look at it is I'm not desperate to make all my money off of one product, like I think a lot of indie comic book creators are. Instead, what I'm doing is I'm putting out all these different products, and they're all going to bring me in some money. I'm not sweating it. The money hasn't started coming in yet, of course, because I don't have anything launched, but I think I'm doing it right, because I see a lot of creators, particularly Comicsgate creators too, making a lot of really bad business decisions out of desperation. I'm not going to name names. Tank knows some of them I'm talking about, but we see it all the time, and they turn into desperate car salesmen. They jump at any kind of gimmick that that comes across their desk, thinking, oh, I got to be the first to do that or something. Nobody cares if you're the first. Nobody will remember. Just do something good. It's not a race.
There is only one deciding factor, and that is your product entertaining? Is your product you're streaming, is it entertaining? Well, then you'll make money off of that. Look at Ethan Van Sciver. He makes a lot of money. And even when he's sinking, even when he doesn't have all good, good material stuff that happens to everybody, man, it happens to every broadcaster. I consider him to be a broadcaster. Uh, he's still making good money
Yeah.
because people are still entertained. And his comic book is entertaining. His action figures are entertaining. And that is
hmm
what's selling him.
His whole, yeah, even his whole. Hold
Hmm.
on.
My bad.
I think Mel's gonna play the
Cable came
episode.
out. Sorry.
Mel, you could probably play the whole episode
This
here.
is a render.
This is a damn render.
Dude, that was beautiful.
Oh boy, I hope I don't have lag on this computer. I hope you guys are seeing it fine.
I'm seeing it. It's a little laggy, but
My
it's all
computer's
right.
lagging a little bit.
Oh, that was nice.
That is
Sick.
very nice. Yeah.
That's the bumper. The bumper logo.
I like that it's not overdone. It's very tastefully done.
Yeah, straight to the point.
What a mess. Poor woman didn't stand a chance. She clocks out of work at 8 on the dot. We have surveillance that picks her up at the Quick Stop Mini Mart on Bradshaw at 8:15. 8:22, she pulls out of the lot and heads southbound on the thruway. 8:45, parking lot surveillance outside of her residence captures her exiting her vehicle. She heads to the dumpster at the west side of the apartment complex. 9:17 p.m., the call comes in.
911, what's your emergency?
I think you might want to send someone out here.
What seems to be the problem?
Blood. A whole lot of it.
Is the person conscious?
I don't see a person anywhere. Just blood.
Well, is the blood trailing somewhere?
No, I don't see any trail. Just a whole lot of blood.
What's your address?
No hair, no bones, no parts. If not for surveillance, we'd have no idea who the victim was.
That was really cool. I like the where it's showing the picture on the wall and you see the car driving through. That was really nice touch. Nice little touches in there. You put a lot of thought in this.
I'm intrigued. I want to see the rest of it. You got my attention. That's great. Oh, dude, please. See,
you
this
guys
is what I
hear me
need,
now?
man.
Can you hear me
This is
now?
what I need.
Yeah.
Yes,
Awesome. Yes, sir.
dude. This was great.
Yeah, this what you were looking at before. It's this isn't a render. This is the actual interface.
Holy cow.
So I can set the what do you call it? It's in real time. All of this stuff
Dude.
is in real time.
Drop a lip. Dude.
Hey Mel, let's hang. Why don't you hang around after the stream ends? I'd like to talk to you for a little bit. I'd like to do a little bit of business talking here, man. You've got skills.
I love it. This, see,
Yes, sir. No problem. No problem. Yes.
I love it. I think as MSR replays
This episodic thing that I'm working on, everything is going to play out.
All right.
I think Mel's lagging.
I'm about to shut the stream down. Nobody leave. Nobody.
Yeah,
leave.
I'm not sure if not here, but
No, hold on.
Dude, that's so great.
all right.
yeah,
Like, comment, subscribe.
But that's the premise of this thing right here. So there's about 9 other episodes. I got about 9 other episodes to work on, and it's practically all going to be told right on that board over there. The hard
All right, Mel,
was
Mel,
modeling
hold
and
up. Let me
writing
wrap.
the room and texturing everything. Writing the story and directing. That's the most difficult part of
Mel, hold
this.
on.
He's a few minutes behind. Remember, he's like 2 or 3 minutes behind.
Everything,
He's going to be doing this.
everything is
Oh yeah, he's
but
out in
everything is
Trinidad.
animated. Like the fan will move.
Fucking internet.
Yeah, he's probably
He's
gonna hear what I
describing
said.
this fantastic game, man. I mean,
Looks great.
this is
That's
so
what's
cool.
going on here with this.
Hold on, Mel. Let me wrap the show up.
Internet.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. If you're on any social media platform, go ahead and share a link to this channel and to this video on your account. All right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, we're out.
And I also do a lot of music, multi-genre.